sleep. What to do? Could somebody come and take me away? I've been in the deep without you, and I got it in my head night and day. But we are one step closer. We're almost together. Put your hand in mine. Yeah, we are one step closer. Can you feel it, baby? It's the end of the line. It looks like we made it. Let's get it on. We got it going, moving on. Oh, oh. It looks like we made it. Let's get it on. We got it going, staying strong. Oh, oh. It looks like we. It looks like we. Yeah, it looks like we made it. Let's get it on. We got it going, staying strong. Oh, oh. It looks like we made it.
Hi everybody, I'm getting totally grilled in the comments. How's everyone doing? Seeing everyone trickling in just now. Happy Body Thursday. Feels like it's been another long week coming, but glad it is Thursday once again. Yeah, say hi in the chat so I know who's here. Remember to smash the like button and subscribe if you don't already do so. I'm so bad at remembering to say that, so I'm going to say it right from the get-go. But yeah, we weren't too late starting. I realized that actually I couldn't really feel my hands. They're so cold. So I was like, I need to make another tea. So I had to quickly run and make a tea. And it's like the longest it's ever felt the kettle took to boil. So I was like, oh, we'll just make a little bit of hype and all that sort of thing. Get everyone kind of waiting to come in. So yeah, how's everyone doing? Let's see who else has come in. Hey, how's it going? Never Told for Lego is back again. Thank you so much. And Red is here, of course, as well. Aaron is trolling in the background. BKM Slam is here. Donk, how's it going? And Martin's here as well. Yeah, it's quite an interesting one because I realised that a lot of our friends weren't actually streaming this week because everyone's been busy having a life, being on holiday and things like that. So Martin, you weren't streaming on Monday, and Nicole's away, so she wasn't streaming on Tuesday. And then there was no one streaming yesterday. There was no stream on Sunday. So I did obviously have a couple of you guys say like, oh, you should just stream every day because no one else is streaming. And it did cross my mind, but with like childcare commitments, Aaron having his own life and going out as well, I was like, that's just not going to happen. And oh my goodness, it has been hard even just getting any sleep around here right now. So yeah, I was like, I'll just hold off. Everyone will come in for Bonnie Thursdays and we'll just have a good time tonight. But yeah, it has been a total slacker week. Everyone's just been away. But we're back on track from today, I guess, because I'm here and I'm sure like Greg will be streaming tomorrow and everything will probably be mostly back to normal next week. So yeah, get back onto the Lego hype for everyone, because I don't know, did everyone start getting like Lego withdrawals, like stream withdrawals because no one was around? Like, is that a thing? I know I felt it. I felt a bit strange not having anyone to watch. Like the other day I started on a mock and I was like sitting and I was like, usually I would like watch someone if I was building Lego and it's not Thursday, but there was no one on, so I did have a look over on the purple side, but yeah, there wasn't like really anyone on, so I was like, okay, I'll just watch a movie. So I just watched the movie for the mock I was doing anyway, which was Encanto, if anyone's interested. So I finally started on the Madrigal House Super Mock with 4 of the sets that we took apart during a stream a couple weeks ago now. So that is sitting, not very much progress made on that yet. I only just started it last night. Yeah, last night. I'm really bad for getting distracted, so I was like, I'll watch Encanto whilst I'm building it, and like, you know, things will progress nicely together. But actually, it wasn't until I pretty much watched the whole film that I really made any headway with it, because I was just so focused on watching the film. So that didn't really work, but yeah, it is what it is. So I'm looking forward to seeing how that turns out, though. And I don't know if people have noticed, but obviously I've got a bit of a theme going on with the room today because we're doing some African sort of sets. So I thought I'll jazz the place up and make it kind of like an African vibe to it. So I've got the orange sort of lights on, and I've also got a bit of an African jam for the background. And yeah, guys, look at the room. We have progress! Yay! It is looking so friggin' awesome. Right here is the Disney Castle MOC that I was working on for ages, and it is complete. And I've just chucked in some lights in there as well, so it looks absolutely fantastic. We've got lights in the medieval blacksmith, we've got lights in the medieval town square, we've even popped some multicolored lights in the Disney castle. Yeah, it's really coming together already, and it's not even like there's not any landscaping down yet. Things aren't sitting exactly where they're going to go, but the fact that I've got some sets down on the table, it's just looking like, put it this way, I'm finally walking into this room, looking at the big table and going, like, smiling every time I come in now, because I'm like, I can start to see it come together. So it is looking so good, and I'm so excited for further developments I'm going to make with it. So yeah, stay tuned for a vlog update, because I'm definitely going to do a vlog update now that I have enough stuff to talk about in the vlog. So yeah, it's super exciting. But anyway, without further ado, let's open some retired wildlife sets, shall we? I've just emphasis on the retired fact because I think that's kind of exciting, I suppose, for people. So yeah, I'm going to play on that majorly. And it's actually two of the same set. So these were discounted in Smith's, I believe it was, a little while ago. And I can't remember how much they were discounted, and I can't remember actually how much they were like full retail as well. I can do some digging. I think they were maybe like £90 full retail, and I maybe got them for like 70 or something. It wasn't like a huge saving, but the amount of animals you get in them, and even just other parts as well, I was like, this is a good one to buy, because I knew I was going to probably want to do something Lion King related. And I did the math, and I think it worked out still better value to buy the sets as opposed to buying the figs of the animals on Bricklink, like separately. So that's kind of what I just went with. So yeah, let's see what everyone else is saying in the chat before I crack on a box. So Red saying all the Aussie Lego streamers seem to have stuck to their schedules. Can't be shamed by Australia, can we? Exactly. They're in a different time zone. They're into the future though, so they've already got their. I was about to say a bad word there. They've already got their stuff done. I'm just making excuses for people now. I mean, I don't need to make an excuse. I'm streaming my usual stream, and I work off of like 4 hours sleep every night or something. Although I do get to go back to sleep in the morning because Aaron gets up. But yeah, not very much sleep at all, put it that way. Oh, that's amazing! Too small bit. Oh, that's so good. Oh, amazing. So you've got some loose bricks. What a win. That's amazing. Oh, I'm so happy for you. I love it when that kind of thing happens, like when you actually just put it out there and then people actually get back to you. Everybody's saying hi. Thanks so much. I'm honestly so pleased with it. And also, I'll just turn the music down a little bit because I feel like I'm shouting. Tell me, like, guys, I can't like gauge how loud the music is because I've been told that like the person streaming hears at a different volume than the audience. So if you guys think it's a little bit loud or a bit quiet, just tell me because I don't know. Yeah, so another little kind of semi-update thing is that there are going to be more changes to the room. I'm going to go into this in the vlog that I'll do like very, very soon, probably at the end of the week, because we're going to get more work done in the room at the weekend, which I've now confirmed with Aaron right before the stream. But basically there's going to be changes to these shelves because basically right now they're all Disney themed, but that's not going to be the case any longer. Only one shelf is going to be Disney themed, and the other two, one of them is going to be a seasonal shelf, and one is going to be an Animal Crossing shelf. Animal Crossing shelf. Because, as I've said so many times, like a broken record, the theme with the like main table is a fantasy Disney sort of medieval castle-y thing. And Animal Crossing just does not fit in. I've tried to think of ways to make it like work, and I love Animal Crossing, and I love the sets. But it just doesn't fit in with the room. But I'm determined to still have this set. So I'm just going to have an Animal Crossing island shelf. instead. So that's the plan with that. And then we're going to get a really big shelf, like we said, on payday. And that's going to go like up on this wall. And we're going to move up the modulars that aren't going to be incorporated into the medieval fantasy theme. So once that is done, a lot of this, the majority of this whole slither space is going to be emptied up. So I'm going to be able to start planning more about like what's going to go down there. So yeah, it's exciting. And then, and if that's not enough, we're moving the Bonnie Brick sign finally. Yeah, so that's all happening this weekend. Yay! And what's maybe more exciting even than that is that I'm having a lovely girly night with my friends on Friday night, and then me and Aaron are going out for drinks on Saturday, and we're going for a curry, and we're going out without the kids, and I'm so excited. We're having a date night for our anniversary, so yay! It's gonna be a good weekend. Cannot come fast enough. Okay, right. Now that I've got all that out, let's just catch up with the chat, and then I will swear I will open the boxes. It's not coffee, it's tea, because it's a bit late for coffee now. Oh, I'm sorry, there was ads. You're just listening to me rant on. Oh, Ems is here. Hey, Ems, how's it going? Aloha. And everyone's saying hello. OBS is here. Hey, Chris, how's things? Why are you going absolutely ballistic on Harry Potter? What's the deal? Are you meaning like I should have a Harry Potter section or something? Because there's definitely Harry Potter sets I want to get, but yeah, they're just not like really high on the list, I suppose. I don't know. If money magically appears in my bank account, then that might be a different story, but yeah. I know, right? And we're going to this like restaurant in Edinburgh that Aaron has been to and he raves about it. And we got like, we didn't know what to kind of ask for Christmas. So we were like, to my mom, we just said, get us a joint gift. Just get us like a voucher for like a place, like a restaurant, so we can have like a nice night out sometime. And yeah, we're going to Dishoom's in Edinburgh. I think there's other ones like around the country. I don't really know. Yeah, so I've just heard like amazing things about this place. So if you're ever in Edinburgh, Dishoom is like the place to go for a curry. So yeah. Oh, you're finishing Stitch. Oh, what do you think of the build, Ems? Do you like it? I think it's awesome. I still got another one actually, because I was going to do a ball stitch, but we'll get right to it. Okay, so we have two of this retired. Did I mention that? It's retired. It's a retired set. Like, you can't buy it anymore. It's retired. Wildlife set. So it's called the Wildlife African Safari, I want to say. I might be wrong. 60307. If anyone cares about set numbers, no one really does, but yeah. So yeah, I am super excited about this. The stickers actually look a little bit questionable, as in like the sealed stickers. So I hope it's not one of these ones where like someone's bought it and returned it without like parts in it or something. I'm just thinking this now because this has been in like storage in the backlog this whole time, so I've not really properly looked at it before. But the box is like super scratched up and everything, but you can see from the back like all the awesome parts we're supposed to get in here. So we get like a bunch of lions, a bunch of elephants, or like, well, there's one elephant, but I've got two of these sets. So we're gonna have two monkeys and vulture as well. There's some minifigs and some vehicles, and yeah, just some like nice kind of basic terrain parts, I guess. So yeah, I'm pretty excited to crack this open and go for it. Yeah. I already have some animals in my collection, but not enough for like a Lion King scene, I don't feel. So let's see if this is looking okay. So far, I think it'd be good if it was like it told you somewhere maybe how many parts you're supposed to, like bags you're supposed to have. I suppose in the book it will, but oh my god, this feels old. Like, I don't know how to explain it, but the plastic bags feel different. I've never noticed before, but like, are the newer sets these days that are still in plastic bags? I don't know, the plastic feels different. That's so weird. Huh. I don't know how to describe it. It kind of feels like smoother. I don't really know. Probably talking out my butt. But yeah. Like, you know these bags that you get, like the, oh look at the elephant in there. Like the ones that aren't numbered, that kind of like smoother feel. That's what like the numbered ones feel like, which is weird. Okay, so we have, so there's 6 bags, it would appear. And then 2 bags of like bigger parts and like the tree parts. Oh, the tree parts are whole. I didn't know that. Look, like that is a part. I have never seen that before. That is cool. I wonder if they still make that part. Okay, so the manual is in its own little baggie as well. So let's get this open. Red's being like, dibs on the elephants. Oh, I was struggling to show that there. An urban Lego spaceman is coming from the purple side. Hello, hello. Welcome on in. Yes, reminder to everyone that I am on Twitch and on YouTube right now. So, yeah. Feel free to dual watch, you know, because it helps the views. Yeah. Okay, so there's 4 booklets. Oh, that's so cool. Okay, so it's kind of as if you could do like, I'll show in this camera here, as if you can sort of do sections like in a family or like with friends or something. Obviously, I don't really do that, but in saying that, actually, I was saying to Aaron right before this stream that we will have to do a stream featuring the 2 of us, because I was contemplating starting on the Viking village for the stream, and he basically just said flat out no, because he wants to build that as well. So I said, well, I'm always saying to you, let's build some Legos. I was like, no. So eventually it's going to have to happen on stream. So yeah. Yeah, so I think I just saw someone was asking about how old this one is. I didn't even think to get the set up on the Lego website so we could actually look, but 60307. 60307. Okay, so let's have a looky. Love and the vibes. Wildlife Rescue Camp is the name of the set. So here it is here. So it came out in, I don't know. Might have to look it up on a thingy. What's it called? I can't remember what it's called. 60307. Is it like Brick Economy or Brick Set? Brick Set, yeah. Okay, so it came out June 2021. So it's 3 years and a bit old. Crazy. Okay, so actually, in terms of buying it now, it's saying on brickset.com that roughly new, it'll only cost you about £64 and then used £56. That is really good considering the parts you get in it. So if anyone is ever contemplating getting some like wildlife like sets or something, it's probably a good one to try and get a hold of, because if you think about the fact that Lego just brought out the new city sets that have like the gorillas and the tiger and all that, like they still expand on it so well. So if you're doing like a zoo or something, yeah, I would definitely consider getting this set for sure. This is the box here. Wow, it's so cool. And yeah, just to show everyone some more of the pictures on the website. I love the vulture. Oh my god, I'm so excited for the vulture. It's a shame you only get one, but obviously, as I said, I've got 2, so you get the different coloured lions. So cute. I love how there's like a chicken drumstick. Like, these lions ain't going to KFC. What? And oh, there's little like milk bottles in the back, because this is supposed to be obviously a wildlife rescue like camp. So there's veterinarians, and there's like a speedy boat hover boat thing. What are they called? The like inflatable speedboats. There's the boats and there's a little plane. I would not be getting in that plane. That does not look secure. But yeah, so something else I was actually wanting to do on this stream, which I haven't actually prepped for, but it might not be too hard to do, is I spoke about this before, where I was thinking about, or like I put it to some people that we know that do mocks, to like come up with like a sort of catalogue of part usage of parts that are like, you know, just interesting part usage. So example, in this case, I was thinking, right, what am I going to use the wheels for? Because I'm not going to build the van. And I thought, well, why don't we, like, as a community on stream, come up with like ideas, and then I can share it with everyone, and we can like build on it together and just throw out ideas, because there's been times where we've talked about this before and you guys have come up with really interesting part usage ideas that I would never have thought of. And yeah, I just thought it might be a quite good idea. So I could come up with like a spreadsheet or something, and we could do that. That might be quite good. So yeah, what do you guys think? Would that be like a shout? Would that be something people would like to do? Just like casual, so while we're going through parts, yeah, we can just like brainstorm ideas for part usage. Just thought that might be an idea. So yeah. Oh, I am so excited to build it, honestly. Vampire Jack Skellington, hello, I love that. Welcome on in. It's a bit creepy. Please don't suck our blood. Welcome on in. I love that name. What? I'm guessing you're a massive Nightmare Before Christmas fan then. Oh, Em's saying she got her first ever city set, the red bus. Oh, is that the London bus one, like the tour bus? It's a dinghy. Okay. Or a dingy. But yeah. Okay, so apparently the first book is this one. So we're gonna get some lions and a little bike and some rock parts. So yeah, let's go for it, shall we? And obviously some minifigs as well. So do I want to bother building the bike? Yeah, let's build the bike. Let's do bag one. We'll just go in order just to make things a little bit easier. But I do need to like grab a container of sorts to put parts in. Get that in a second. Yeah, I think anything remotely London related kind of makes us think of Greg, doesn't it? That's kind of like his brand. Like, can you imagine if he ever moved? Oh, like, what does it mean? Okay, so this is the one piece of bike. That even looks different to the bikes that we see now. So this must be like an older one. Looks very kind of mopedy like, or like more like a motorbike. That's kind of cool. Where is the front? Oh, here it is, here. So these obviously click in, and I've missed a step already. Oh, we're doing well. Okay, so. Oh, why? My hands are absolutely freezing. Ah! I'm loving the vibes. Has anyone been to Africa before? I went to do some master's research. It was amazing. So good. I got some amazing videos and photos and things. Like, it was unreal. We actually saw like a rhino getting dehorned legally, like to stop poachers coming and killing the rhino to do it illegally. And it literally involved this helicopter, like just a few like meters above our heads, and it was just kind of like doing all this like to try and trank this rhino, and it was a crazy thing to see. And then we got to like hold the horn, which it was worth obviously crazy money. And we looked at it and they showed us like what it was made of, and it literally is made of keratin, just like your fingernails. And it's just crazy to think the lengths that poachers will go to like get a hold of this. And I'm like, this is literally like what our hair and our nails are made of, and it's just crazy, like killing these amazing animals for that. But yeah, and then we got to go see the rhino sanctuary, which we had to like keep very under wraps about where it was, obviously. So that was really cool, like baby rhinos and stuff. And we even got to see an elephant that was like a day old. because we had to like go and confirm if this elephant had given birth, and we did see it, and it was like so like newly born. It was still kind of like really sort of black because it just been born, so it was really dark colored. Didn't have much like grey pigment to it yet. Oh, we got to see a cheetah getting released, which was amazing because cheetah are my favourite animal on this earth. That was like, oh, when we saw like wild cheetah out in the bush, I cried. I was like, this is like the moment I've been waiting for like my whole life. So good. It was unreal. But yeah, that is the one and only time I have been to Africa. I'd love to go back. Okay, so we need to put this minifig together. It's a very kind of oh, so it's, oh yeah, okay, there's two. So this one goes on Ham. Cool helmet, and he's got some trousers with pockets. Is that dude? And then there is this lady with the glasses. And she has the helmet with the visor. Yeah, I really want to get the new wildlife sets. Have they been discounted yet? Like anywhere at all at some point? Because I would have thought they would have been discounted by now. Maybe they've been too popular. Need less people to buy them so I could buy them cheaper. Okay, so far we have the little motorbike. Nothing too crazy. Still, it's not a motorbike that I've got already. It's like totally different. And it does stand up on its own, which is good. And then we have these two figs as well. So slightly different torsos and leg pieces as well. Yeah. Oh, and they have rescue on the back. I like rescue with a paw print as well. I've turned the autofocus off on my camera because if I turn it on, it just causes like this image at all times to go crazy. So I don't want to make people feel sick, motion sick or anything. So just deal with the image as it is. Oh! Hi, Pan-Fried Noodle. How's it going? Pan-Fried Noodle? Is that like a Kung Fu Panda reference? Because that's what I think of. Pan-fried, like he says pan-fried noodle in the film. Pan-fried noodle. How are things? Welcome on in. Oh, Jared's here. Hello. How's it going? Like saying hey. Right, let's keep on going. So this will be the plane. So I don't want to build that. So I'm just gonna start making a little part pile. I've just kind of built the figs and the bike because those parts really can't be used for anything else. So yeah, might as well build those. So that is part for that. And this part as well. Two black parts. This technical part. I got it right. It's like pan-fried noodle doing well. Hope the build has been going swimmingly. So it just kind of started, so you haven't missed out too much. But yeah, I am very excited for all the parts so far. So I'm probably gonna build like the little terrain bits, but the vehicles, other than the bike, are the only thing I won't build, I would say. Because we want to keep the parts for a MOC later. So yeah, exciting times. If you are new here, please remember to like and subscribe on YouTube and follow over on Twitch, because I will forget to ask you to do that. If you enjoy the content, of course. Okay, that's another part. I'm starting to think all of this might be just for this, so... Oh no, there is a terrainy bit. A terrainy bit. And these are the wings. This part of the wing. Oh, I've not seen this part either in a long time or before. So this is like a snot piece that then has these parts here, so you can put a wheel on it. It's so strange when you come, like, you're doing a retired set and you come across parts that just don't come up very frequently anymore. Yeah. How interesting. Okay, so next we've got this wheel part. So yeah, we're kind of getting to like parts that I'm like, what else can I use these for? So, ow, this is hurting my fingers. Ah. We could always do this like at the end rather than as we go, because otherwise it might slow us down quite a bit. But people can have a think, like, what could I use like these parts for that aren't potentially vehicles? There's like wheels. Obviously I've just put these inside bits inside, but they don't have to have the bits inside. I don't know what the mechanical real term is for that. The alloys? You could just have tires. Slightly squidgy. I think it kind of looks like a really big sweetie or candy, depends where you're from. But yeah, what else could they be used for? Need some interesting part usage ideas. The wheels, we got the propeller thingy. Okay, so that's supposed to be the plane done. So now let's do a little bit terrain. I've been listening to Aaron far too much with his little men, Warhammer. That's what they call it, terrain. But I suppose in Lego you would call it landscaping. You know, the bits inside the tires are called wheels. Yeah, but I mean, like, I would call the whole thing a wheel. But you've got the tire and then you've got like the metal bit inside. That's not just called the wheel, is it? I don't know. Am I being a total douche? Am I like, what's it called? Oh, that was the alloys. Don't know. I'm not a car person. The wheels on the car go round and round. Okay. So this isn't like anything super complex, this rock kind of formation part. But even just like building small rocky bits like this is still a kind of learning process for me, being new to mocking, so it is still all relative. Yeah. And we've got a little flame. Oh, we've got a little bit of a movement bit. Why is there a fire? We don't want fire in the bush. Why? Why is there fire? We'll soon find out. We might want to take the fire out. Monkey swings for a zoo or in a playground. That's a cool idea. Yes. Yeah. I like that. Okay, so it's unclear why there's a fire, but okay. Because this is the finished picture. Oh, the glare's a little bit rubbish, but like there's like a flame that just pops up. I don't really get that. So it's a wildlife rescue set, so maybe it's supposed to be that you're saving the lions from a bit of a fire. Let's just take that off. That's just, nah, I don't like that. Okay, this is the fun thing about Lego. You could just be like, yeah. Okay, so we've got like a little tiny rock terrain part. Oh, we got the lion cub. So cute. Oh, let me show you in this camera. This camera is better for showing things up close just now. So cute. It's like a light tan color. So cute. I will be making all the cutesy noises. And also for this one, we were supposed to get the white lion out as well. Oh, this plastic is like really strong. So then we also have the white lion as well. So if you want to show them both at the same time. There we go. Come on, Dad, give me a collie bucky, as we say in Edinburgh. Which is like a piggyback. Oh my god, I'm like twisting my wrist all weird angles here just to show this. It's so nice. Love it. Look at that fro. This lion's having a good hair day. Okay. And also with this line, you can move it ever so slightly. Not like a lot. Oh wait. Oh, it's so they can sort of stand. Look at this. Oh wait. That's awesome. So you could be like climbing up. Oh, you know what this makes me think of? Long live the king. Yeah. It's Mufasa. Oh gosh. I mean, it would be if you could have like both paws at the same point, but the front ones don't move, so yeah. That's awesome though, that you can move the back legs that much. They don't fold in anymore, but yeah, they can move out so you can make them stand. Oh, and the head moves as well. A bit more. There we go. So we've got our first two animals. And yeah, for a little bit of a change up for the stream as well, I thought I would add in a little bit of fun facts. You know, because, well, given my background as well as like a conservation ecologist sort of person, yeah, I just thought it'd be a good opportunity. So let's throw in some fun facts about the animals that we are unpacking. So, since we just did lions, let's do a lion one. So, did you know a lion's roar can be heard up to 8 kilometers away, which works out to be about 5 miles. So that is far. And you'll know this if you have like a zoo, like near you, and you like they have lions, because you can hear them maybe walking by the zoo or whatever. We have like a zoo in Edinburgh, which is definitely the case. Like there's been a couple of times I've walked past and I can hear them. So yeah, that's awesome. Awesome fact. So let's see who else has popped in. Oh, Trev is here. Hello, Trev. How's things? Saying hey, Lego fam. Hope you're good. Not seeing you too much in streams because I know you've been really busy, so it's really lovely to see you popped in. Oh, Martin is building the Fort Anglia. Chris will be happy. And yes, Simon has popped in as well. I just saw you popping up there. Hello, how are things? And yeah, is there anybody else popped in since I've last looked? Don't think so. Everyone's just saying hey in the chat. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. Okay, so next we have two, which looks to be like a lioness, a little white lion, and then a really cool bit of terrain actually. So this one's going to be good. This has got more of like a big tree in it. Oh, and you can see all the colours. It's like very green and stuff. Yeah, this is going to be a good one. I think we'll be building all of this. Okay. Crack on. So, yeah, I need to get the... So this lion is in a different bag within the bag as well, which is kind of nice. It makes sure that it doesn't get damaged. She says as she drops out. Here we are here. This lion here. So this kind of more matches the cub that we just got in terms of colour. So it's like a light tan lioness with the white muzzle, I suppose you could call it. So yeah, it's another really nice one. And this one you can stand up as well on its hind legs, and you can move its head as well. Oh. Or this one, it seems like you can put the head more down, as if she's like maybe drinking water or something out of a river, whereas the lion, the male lion, you couldn't do that, so it's interesting. Put her next to him. Try and move these more so you guys can see them. I'm so bad for like remembering to put things that you guys can see. I'll put them so they're looking up at the camera. There we go. We'll just move the bike and the minifig because we're not as bothered with them. They're not as exciting, in my opinion. Okay, so as I said, this is going to be building a bit more of like a tree. So that's exciting. The only trees I have in the world at the moment are kind of more for like modulars and stuff. There's not really any kind of wild trees. At the top of my like wish list at the moment, it is like the Lego Ideas treehouse set that is retiring this year, I believe. Unless I've taken it off the retirement list since I checked. But yeah, a little bit spenny, but it's such a good set. I really want it. I really want it. Okay, some more brewery parts here. Oh look, and we have the little white lion cub. Oh, they're so hard to hold because they're so small. Ah, here we go. So cute. Could almost be confused for just a cat, but it's definitely a little lion. So cute. So cute. So we have 2 lion cubs, male lion, and female lion. So in terms of one set, I think that's all the lions you're supposed to get, but as of our set, I have 2. So double everything. Yeah. Exciting. Exciting. So it's a case of I'm just going to build these like mini builds initially, but obviously if I've got double the parts, then it might be quite good to just make everything once, but like make it bigger with the parts. So we'll see how doable that is on stream, but yeah. Oh, people talking about some deals that they're seeing in some shops on Lego. So let's see what people are saying so we can keep everyone in the loop. So we're talking about the Ford Anglia, and Martin is saying he got it from John Lewis because they had it on sale. And Trev is saying B&M. So this is obviously like if you're in the UK, I don't think they've got B&M anywhere else. But yeah, B&M are like a good one to check, like occasionally if you're ever in. Check their toys because they do sometimes have really good deals on Lego. Yeah, I wouldn't pass it up for sure. People talking about building the barrel. Yeah, Chris, what are you doing with your 2 Ford Anglias then? So you're gonna have one next to the barrel, but where's the other one? Is that just you wanted to have that sort of displayed somewhere, like separate? So, oh, Travis made a very good point. We have now found out what the Winter Village set is for this year, and it is the Santa's Post Office. Ooh la la! I might have to have a look at the pictures later. I'm like not sure about it. I think I need to have another look at the pictures to make up my mind. Ooh! Ooh, I've never seen this part before. That is cool. It is a really big rock piece. I am such a rock virgin, clearly. Look at this. What a beast of a piece. That is so cool. That is one piece. That's awesome. That's awesome. I didn't realize that was one piece. I saw the picture and I was like, oh, this is going to be a pain to build, but it's one piece. Oh. That's so cool. Imagine just getting like loads of that one piece. It's a bit of a pain to like put down actually. A lot of these pieces have been a bit harder to get down. I wonder if it's because they're older. Is that a thing? I wouldn't have thought so. Oh my god, right, come on. It's being so stubborn. There we go. What? I can't decide what camera I'm holding this to. Look at that massive rock piece. It's crazy. I'm like, I don't want to push too hard that this breaks the table, because that very well might happen. Oh my god. Oh my god. Right. Here we go. Oh, Bubby's here. Hey, Bubby. Oh, how's things? Stereo Studs is here. Hello. I am loving all these names coming in. Thank you so much. Everybody like the stream and subscribe and follow. I'm just going to say that every time someone new comes in because I will forget. Oh, it's so good to see everybody coming in. Oh my gosh. I'm just trying to catch up with the chat. Oh, Chris is talking about doing an October build. What's it gonna be? A corner burp. Is that actually what it gets referred to as? Because my first thought was to call it a burp, but that isn't what the burp is. Big ugly rope piece. Hard to beat a burp. So it's just a collective name for any big ugly rock pieces. I don't think they're ugly. I don't know why they get called ugly. Is it just because it makes that word? What about burp, like B-I-R-P? Big interesting rock piece. I would call it a big interesting rock piece. KO. KO is here. Hello. KO is in the house. Hello. The corner rock is referred to as a merp. Is that massive ugly rock piece, or what does that mean? I'm trying to understand all the lingo. Okay, so not only do we need a glossary of like uses for parts, but we also just need a glossary of the names for parts. Clearly, it's getting complicated. So Bubby's asking, what am I building? So we're building a retired set, the wildlife rescue camp, but we're sort of building it, sort of not. So I have 2 of these, and yeah, I'm just basically semi-parting it out for the animals and any interesting landscapey sections, and then the vehicles and stuff are just kind of keeping the parts aside. Yes, because I want to use stuff for a Lion King MOC eventually. And yeah, it was a no-brainer to pick this up when it was on sale in Smith's quite a while ago. Yeah, so this has been in the backlog for a long time. I'm trying to think if we even had this back when we were in our old place, or did we buy it? Did we buy it? I don't even remember when we bought it now. It's been so long. Yeah, the backlog is getting thin. Like, there is so not a lot back there now, it feels like. I'm getting through stuff, which is good, because that's what a backlog's for. Feel proud. Proud. See what happens when you can't like afford to buy any new Lego. You can actually get through your backlog. It's crazy. Who would have thought? Spin it around. Okay. And then this piece goes. This is great. I really didn't actually think I was going to build very much of this set, so this is nice. So BKM is saying, I'm not sure if MERP is massive or medium. The Bricklink part name is medium symmetrical rock panel. Okay. Yeah, it doesn't exactly roll off the tongue, does it? A big burp is known as a belch. We'll call it a belch. Lovely. Lovely, Simon. That's just... yeah. Okay. So I like the mix of browns and greys. I think it just kind of breaks it up a bit. Can't remember who it was I was watching on YouTube, but someone did make the point of like the best rock landscapes you can do are a mix of grey and brown. Because apparently a common mistake people make is to just use only grey. It just kind of helps break it up a bit. And it's more in tune of what would naturally be found, I guess, in rocks. That rocks don't just grow. Rocks don't just form in one colour. So. OBS is saying, I do like Hocus Pocus. Yes, I'm excited to get mine out of storage for the Halloween season. Do you have Hocus Pocus, Chris? I can't remember if you picked it up yet. I would so recommend it. It's such a great set. I remember like just being blown away with it when I saw it on display in the Lego store before I bought it. And I was like, this is so good. Oh, talking about making some space for sets. Bobby's almost finished the Bumblebee. Whoa. It sounds weird saying the Bumblebee. I don't know why. It makes it sound more like it's a bee, but I know it's not a bee. Oh no, the lines fell over. I'm sorry. Okay. Okay, we're building up the tree. I'm curious to know, has anyone picked up their Lego Advent calendar yet? Because I really want to get a hold of mine, but I'm just convinced that they should be going on sale at some point soonish. Is this not usually when they go on sale? Or is it closer to Halloween? I thought they would have been on sale by now, but they're not. They definitely go on sale at least before 1st of December though, don't they? Just to try and like encourage the sales a little bit faster. So I'm determined not to pay full price. I've just spotted the vulture. Oh my god. Oh my god, that is so cool. Look at this. Look at this piece. It's got like an actual, like, the detail on the face is so good. Look at the red. And they've even got the hooked beak really well. Oh, that's so good. Just showing you the underside as well. So you could probably put something on the bottom so it's like as if it's carrying something. That's really sad, but you could put like the... It's called the lion cub. Ah! That's not PG, is it? Well, that's the circle of life, but that's just not what's happening. Oh, look at the vulture. Meow. So good. Oh, put the vulture there. Okay, so we do have a vulture fact as well. A few vulture facts. So vultures often eat so much in one sitting that they cannot fly for a while afterwards. I feel like that would be me. A bit like a vulture. If I was like reincarnated. Be a vulture. Oh, but can't eat anymore. Oh no. Finishing the tree. Bum, 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 bum. Okay. And some small leaf pieces just to help keep it more secure, I guess. The other ones are big up. This one's cool. To African people, the vulture was the symbol of fertility, which I don't think a lot of people would have thought, because when you think vulture, you kind of think death, don't you? So, yeah, it's an interesting one. Interesting fun fact. Every day's school day. Yeah, I wonder if this is going to be a mini tree. Oh no, is this going to go on top? We're extending the tree. The tree is still growing. This is a gem. There we go. So this goes on top of here. And then we have one of the smaller leaf pieces, a big leaf piece. I feel like it would be good if Lego brought out some more unique molds, like leaf pieces that were just added a bit of variety to kind of the, I don't know, species of tree and stuff you get out there, because these are just kind of like so commonly used now. It would just be cool if they would make some new leaf molds, I guess. Like I know you can get the palm tree sort of ones, but that still wouldn't really be very African safari-like. So yeah, I don't know, am I just being picky, or Does anyone else agree? There we go. There's like a random egg. I'm guessing that's something to do with the vulture. So now we put this on top of here. I'm trying to get this just right. I don't think it matters too much. Just kind of, that is our tree. So I guess it'd be like that way. And then you have, yes, okay, so this is a nest for the vulture. So the egg goes in the top. There we go. Vulture protecting its nest. Aww, isn't that nice? And then the lions are just purling at the bottom. Fancy an egg for breakfast. Oh. There we go, another book finito. And to finish off the vulture facts, this is a sad one that I can elaborate on because I learned about this when I went to Africa. But vulture's main threat is actually poisoning due to poachers. So what I mean by that is that vultures obviously are known to sort of circle around carcasses, like freshly dead animals or whatever, whether they've died from hunting or natural causes or poaching. And so a lot of the time poachers are finding that vultures are giving them away to the authorities when they're on land poaching. So they put out poison for vultures by poisoning carcasses that they plant out for vultures to find, and then the vultures eat the carcasses and then die from the poison. So they're trying to decline the vulture numbers so that they don't basically provide an early warning signal to authorities that there are poachers currently doing illegal things on the land. So it's really sad that that's what's happening, but yeah, that is not so much a fun fact, but it is a fact. So yeah, poor vultures. Vultures actually provide a very good service in that sense, so yeah. Okay, next book. Is it this one? Yes! Elephant time! Whoop whoop. Let me just catch up with the chat. I think I finished my tea, or my tea's like went into an iced tea now. That down. Oh, Travis saying, not bought any Lego for 2 months, been saving for some sets for Tom's birthday next month and the Winter Village set for my project as my treat. That's kind of how you have to do it, right? Like, you can't buy everything, and it's just kind of like, it's more of a treat if you're kind of saving for that one set. And you always buy the seasonal ones, don't you, Trev, for your projects? So I'm excited to see what you do with that, especially because there's a hot air balloon. Oh my goodness. Oh, Bubby's currently eating some chocolate cupcakes. Oh, I'm so jealous right now. Oh, I do have a chocolate bar. Might have to crack this open in a minute. Oh, Simon's thinking about buying the sail barge next week. I mean, I don't think I have to ask because it was like so hyped and it was getting shared everywhere. But did everyone catch Shy's like review on the sail barge? How good was that? It was so fresh and just nothing like any review I've ever seen before. So if anyone hasn't watched it, Shy Time is My Time's sail barge review video. Watch it, because honestly, it's probably like the only review video I've ever watched to the end because I actually enjoyed it and just found it entertaining to watch. So yeah, catch it if you haven't already. I'd really appreciate those who are building the Hocus Pocus set to show some love to the stop motion I created last Halloween. Yes! Oh my goodness, that was one of my favourites that you've ever done, Trev. It was just so good. So everybody check Trev's videos for that as well. Oh, Simon's giving a shout out to some bargains to be found at Argos. The Hocus Pocus set was recently 20% off, so maybe check and see if it's still on sale. I guess that's more for people based in the UK, but yeah. If it's on sale here, it might be on sale overseas as well. So yeah, you never know. Bubby is saying, if you want to hear how the Bumblebee set is, in my opinion, it's really good and really fun. Question, do you have the set? I don't collect the Transformer sets because that would just be a whole other can of worms. And I have to be quite specific about the stuff I buy, but it does look amazing. And I love that they can like transform, obviously. So yeah, it's great to hear that you've enjoyed building it though. My current wanted list is getting out of hand. Undecided on El Dorado Fortress, but with it retiring soon, might need to strike. Oh my gosh, I remember when that came out and everyone was so hyped for it. It does look amazing. That was like near the top of one of like our wish list when that came out. And it's just an example of one of those ones that when it first comes out, you're just like, oh, I really want this, but then you kind of forget about it until Stereo Studs reminded us. But yeah, I don't think we'll end up picking that up before it retires, sadly, because there's just too much else to prioritize money-wise. And as I said, I feel like the Treehouse, the ideal set, is probably more priority for me based on what I want to do with it. So, but oh my god, it looks so good, the Eldorado Fortress. So I'm not gonna like encourage you to buy it, but I think, is it going to be one that you'll regret not picking up? And you never know, you might actually get it on a good deal as well. Like some places, even if something's about to retire, they see it, like shops don't see it like Lego do. They don't see it as more sought after. They see it as like old stock to get rid of. So they might actually put it in a sale. Like John Lewis are really good for that. So yeah. Trev saying 2 days after Halloween, he bought his advent calendar on sale. Oh, that's so good. Right, what one did you pick up, Trev? You have to tell us. Stereo Stud is saying I only intend getting the City one this year, but waiting for the price to drop. The City ones are actually always really good. Like, they're more universal. Like there's more like there for people to have no matter what the theme is that they collect. Or if they're not even a theme collector. I feel like the City one is a pretty good one to go for. Chris is saying yes, it is often on sale, Trev. At the moment it's only £10 off. Okay, it's not a huge saving, but at least something. I'm building my HP Advent calendar this Sunday with Fab. What? Chris, get out my chat right now. If you're opening your Advent calendar in freaking, it'll still be September technically by then. I don't want anything to do with you. It's just absolute Christmas sabotage doing that. Like, just don't. Like, are you trying to trigger me because it's working? Like, you know how I feel about this. It's just disgusting behavior. I don't want it. I don't want it anywhere near my content. Anywhere. I'm not giving you any more hype for this. Let's not even talk about it. I'm taking this couple moments out. It's just disgusting. It's horrible. It lit. Make me feel sick. Ugh. People that do that, I just don't get it. And anyone on LAN that does that, just like, get a grip. Like, what are you doing? Advent calendars are for December. Right, I'm chill. Right, I'm just stressing now. The idea of people opening their advent calendars now is so annoying. I know, Chris, you might be joking, but there are people that will. And now you've just reminded me of that, so thank you very much. Oh, right. Oh, Bobby's saying they're actually going to go and get the sail barge next week. That's super exciting. You just bought some big sets as well for your birthday. Oh my gosh. Is your mum getting a bit of the Lego, you know, the Lego vibe now? Gary is here. Hello, Gary. Hello from Ireland. Ophelia is here. I'm so glad that you're here. Thank you so much. I love seeing more people popping in. Remember to like the stream, guys. Oh. I don't know if I shouted out that Nicole was here. I'm so sorry. Hello. How is your holiday going, Mrs.? It looks like you're having an amazing time. Literally, my Instagram feed is just you having the biggest ball ever with Sir Elf and Fishy. I'm so happy for you to see that you're having such a great time. Trev is echoing what I'm saying. I'm sorry, I'm stuffing my face now. This is so rude. I'm so sorry to hear that, Gary. I hope you feel better soon. Chocolate helps. If you're being stress triggered, if it's stress related. Bubby's asking, will any of the set you're working on, will it go in your Lego world? Yeah, so the train stuff will. In some shape or form, quite literally. And the animals will go in as part of a Lion King MOC. That's kind of why I bought the set. But the vehicles, I'm just parting out. So that's what this little pile of bricks is here. Anything kind of vehicle related. The nougat is like stuck to the roof of my mouth. I really need a tea. Oh god, I'll wash it out. Don't know if Aaron's still watching. Last time I asked for a drink on stream, I didn't get one, so he obviously decided not to watch the stream anymore. Because it's a ride to take. Like, thanks. What's everyone else saying? It really was. Oh my gosh. Massive shout out to Shy for that. It was so good. Even if you're not thinking about buying the barge, like, we would quite like it, but it's just huge and we would have nowhere to put it. Aaron's still to mount his UCS Millennium Falcon in his room, which he was like, we'll do a video for that. And I'm like, okay. And like, yeah, so all the Star Wars stuff is going into his room, apart from the cantina, because I like that staying. So we couldn't get the barge. So there would just be nowhere for that to go. So if anyone is getting the barge that's in the chat, where are you putting it? That's kind of what I want to know. It'd be a really good doorstop. But like, where, genuinely though, like, where is it going? It would need its own like massive IKEA shelf, like, to itself. Like, it's huge. Oh, Martin. You look like you had a great time on holiday as well. Everyone's away on holiday and it's just like, so jealous, but then I'm going to Disneyland soon, so just remembering that. And Cosmo looked like he had a great time too. Yeah, that's the thing. The bag will be heavy, but your wallet will be a lot lighter. Ooh, we need to see a photo of that, Simon. I bet it's looking grand. Chris is saying hey to Nico. Oh yes, Trevor's reminding everyone, if anyone buys the Bricklink Designer Program sets, the next ones are up for pre-order very soon. I had it on my radar, I was going to get the Chocolatier set, but now I'm like, I might not be able to afford it. But it just looks so good. I want it so bad. So bad. There's other sets coming out as well that I really wanted, like the, oh gosh, what's it called? The one that's like, I'll just show you. There's no point trying to describe it. There is no point, because I'm not very good at describing things and I'll just confuse everybody. But obviously, every time I look at sets now, I'm always thinking, how can I make this into a, like a Disney MOC? Like, that is where my head's always at. Oh my god, the page is up and everything. Okay, I didn't even, like, see this. You know, when they like get everything ready to go on the page, so you can like, so they've got the 5 sets up now. The Lost City, that's the one I meant. Okay, so, oh, look at the chocolate here. I just spat everywhere because like, I'm just so excited. My mouth is watering. Okay, so my thoughts on these sets, they all look really good. Like, again, money, space, whatever, I would get them all. But I would have to say, like, the Harbour Master's Office and the Camping Adventure are definitely not on my list of, like, things I would want to get. But the other 3, 100% I would, like, love to have. Because let's look at the Lost City first, okay? So this has got my Disney MOC brain kind of going at speed here. Because I'm thinking this would look so good as, like, a Jungle Book MOC. Like, can you imagine? It looks so good. Like, kind of King Louis sort of pad, if you like. It just looks amazing. Or you could like give it an underwater feel to it and make it like the City of Atlantis style thing. But either way, I think it's got more Jungle Book vibes, but like the interior is like non-existent, so that's kind of like eh. But I do think it looks pretty darn cool. You only get 2 figs with it as well, but as I said, like, for what I would do with it, like, that doesn't bother me, but I love the building techniques for this. There's not like a huge amount going on, but then it just works really well. And you can see they've actually built these kind of figures at the front as well. Like, I feel like this is definitely a set you'd have to add a bit more to it yourself for you to be truly happy with it, but then I think that opens up opportunities for people to be really creative and make it their own. So yeah, and then this one is going for 240 quid. So I mean, in terms of price, I think it is overpriced for sure. It's not the most expensive one. The most expensive one is the Forest Stronghold, but 240 quid is a lot of cheddar for what you get. But, I mean, there was discussion about this with the first round that came out earlier this year, one of which I got as well. And I feel like it's like they feel like justified to make them quite expensive because they are limited. And I'm just like, really? Are we still doing that? Because it's just gonna drive. Like, they didn't even sell all of the first round of sets. Like, only what, 3 of them sold out, but the other 2 didn't. And I feel like that's because of the prices. And it doesn't feel like they've learned from that with this one, because they're still, I would say, overpriced. The Art of Chocolate, if I had to pick one to buy, it would probably be this one. It doesn't remotely go with any sort of Disney MOC idea I would have. I just think it looks so much fun. Like, there's a lot of playability with this set. This would go in a winter village for sure. Get quite a good number of figs as well. Like, I don't know where you can maybe find it now, maybe someone in the chat knows, but like, I remember seeing before this was announced as one of the finalists for the program, I remember seeing videos online of like the person had like shown how all the parts move inside and stuff like this. I just remember thinking, like, sharing it to Aaron and was like, have you seen this? This is so cool. So when I found out it got submitted for the designer program and then it got through, I was like, it is a no-brainer. I'm getting this. This is amazing. It just looks so cute. And there's like a little chocolate shop bit there, the tasting room. Oh, amazing. It says, from beans to bars. Love it. It's just so cool. And it's like, I would say it's like fully enclosed. Like, they've thought of everything with the design. So you can open it up to play about with it, or you can have it fully enclosed. Like, you can see the back there. Like, I think a lot of people will go for this set. I think this will be one that will sell out. I think it'll be the first one to go, potentially. Like, obviously the cheaper ones maybe, but the Art of Chocolate, I think, is a... yeah. And then lastly, the Forest Stronghold. I would love this one because this has got Robin Hood written all over it. This is a really cool one. I think this one could potentially go quick as well because of all the castle fans. And the figs and stuff you get with it look great. Like, I love these little green guys. Like, these look so cool. And obviously there's the zip line as well. This is just awesome. A little bridge that goes over, and you've got actually some interior details in this one. Like the fortress that came out, the mountain fortress with the first round, albeit that's sold out. I think that was mostly scalpers that bought 2, and now they were then struggling to sell their second ones. I think that was why that sold out. I don't think it was necessarily because everyone like absolutely loved that set, because there just wasn't really much interior detail with it. That was kind of what let it down for me. But this one, I feel like it's got a really good amount of detail for like the spaces inside. And then you can take the build apart so you can position it differently if you want. Like, I think this is so great. Look at all the figs. Oh, there's so many. Love it. I love it. They are literally like a, maybe it's like Robin Hood's Merry Men, Merry Men, because they all seem to have like bows and arrows. So that's the most expensive one at £250. So yeah. What does everyone think? Tell me in the chat. What's everybody saying? Trev saying absolutely melting for the chocolate factory. It'll be totally sweet. I would love to have my own chocolate factory, unlimited chocolate supply. Oh, can you imagine? Oh, thank you, Bobby, giving a shout out to the stream. Thank you so much. Okay, Lego Team B is making the point. You don't need to think how to make everything Disney. Sit tight, and in short order, Disney will make everything Disney. I know, but there isn't enough Disney sets, Team B. Like, this is why I'm mocking things, and it's fun. Like, I'm enjoying the process as well. But yeah, I get totally what you mean. And welcome on in, by the way. I didn't see that you'd popped in, so. Stereo Studs is saying Harbour Master's Office and Camping Adventure are the only 2 I'm getting. So you're the other end. You're like thinking the two that I'm not interested in. So that's interesting. So yeah. I feel like the Harbour Master's Office reminds me of a set, and I can't think which one it is now. It might be the fishing one. What's it called? You know, that fishing one that's like on so many people's like FOMO retired list now. Yeah. Gary's saying I only buy sets now for parts packs. Fair enough. Like this one, this is a great parts pack, so yeah. What is everybody else? Oh, no worries, Nicole. It was so nice of you to pop in. Have a wonderful rest of your holiday. When is it you're back, actually? Or tell us in the chat, if like in the private chat, if you're already gone. Just remember that those who invest in chocolate put their money behind bars. Oh, here comes Trev with the dad jokes. Oh my goodness. Oh, Felix saying, you look pretty just like every stream. Will you ever come watch my stream? I absolutely will. Do you stream over just on YouTube, or is it Twitch that you're mainly on? Let me know. And what time you're streaming, and I will do my best to catch you on stream. The old fishing store. That's the one I'm talking about, yeah. Yeah, I feel like it has an old fishing store vibe to it. I don't know if that's just me. You know. So this bag's going to be really quick because it looks like it is literally just parts to make up minifigs and the van, which we're not interested in. So I'm literally just going to go sweep to the side and get the elephant out. Oh my goodness, the elephant doesn't have a head. Well, that's not good. Making myself the elephant. So the elephant head is separate. Oh, and so are the tusks. Huh. So obviously so they don't get damaged or bent or something. So this is the elephant head. Huh. Interesting. So, God, don't snap the neck. There we go. So the elephant's neck is like on a ball joint, so you can maneuver this around quite a bit. It's very loud though. I don't know if you can hear that. I need some, what's that stuff called? The stuff that stops your hinges working for the elephant. For the elephant. Are the tusks in here? Where are tusks? Oh, there's the torsos for the people. Oh, and a cool hairpiece. Ooh, that's nice. I like that. We've got some legs. Where is the tusks? Have we been poached? What's going on? Oh, here we go. Here's some more legs. Are they in here? So confused. Surely they should be obvious. Very suspicious. They're probably staring at me in the face. I just can't see them. They're not in the little baggie either. This is bizarre. How can they miss those parts? And the trunk as well. Where's the trunk? Unless it's in another bag. Oh wait, maybe it's in bag 4. It might be in bag 4. Because it's saying bag 3 is just a part of the car in the minifix. Okay. Okay, I think we're all right. I was like, there's no tusks. This is why you need to read the instructions properly. Okay, so we're building the veterinarian. The veterinarian. Veterinarian. With the cool hairpiece. So that's fig number 3. And then we've got a guy with a brush. What is there to brush out in the bush? Ooh. Oh, I dropped his hat. I'll find it later. He's just going to be a bald man just now then. Kind of suits it anyway. Got a really strange face. Okay, and then he has a brush. Which I also don't see. Okay, it's fine. So we're done with all this part. Done with this book already. So we're getting quite a collection of parts now. Really need to find a tub. I was going to use this for something else, but I'll use it for this just now. So, another kind of thing that I'm trying to campaign for it, if you like, or like just do as part of my content and just part of like what I'm having to do and finding useful, is upcycling stuff to be more sustainable and just be a bit more like, before you recycle you should reuse. So I was struggling for containers to keep parts in for sets. For example, I've made the Disney Castle MOC using the Disney Castle, but I still want to keep the parts that weren't used separate in case I ever want to build the Disney Castle again, so I don't have to rake through my parts for the parts that were left, if that makes sense. So in those containers there are the leftover parts that weren't used in the Town Hall MOC, but go with the Disney Castle set. So I still need to put them in a container, which is going to be the one that I've got in my hand, but I'll just use this for this just now. So yes, this is a baby formula tub, which can be sealed. So I'm using this to put parts in. It also doubles as a drum. Multi-use, I believe. It's obviously been cleaned. So I'm going to put my parts in here. Sustainability, guys! One of the upsides of having a child, or a baby, more specifically. Oh. So I'm putting all the parts I'm not using in here just. So yeah, I will decant this because I think the Disney Castle part will go in here. This is nice and tall, so it'll fit in like the big long castle parts. But ooh, just drop pieces of her. And then I can like label this tub excess Disney Castle parts or something. Or just like label. I'll probably make a sticker or something and just put like set 71040. It's really that I know that set number off by heart. So then I'll know that, okay, the spare parts that were used on the Disney Castle are in this tub. Yeah, that's the plan. So yeah, I would encourage people to do similar. Oh, I have problems. Okay, so I need to also open bag 4, which is more of the parts for the van. So they'll also go in the tub. And then we should hopefully find the tusks and the trunk in here. Ah! I'm assuming this is the trunk. This looks like a trunk to me. Oh, putting it on the wrong way. No, wait, no, I'm not. Where? How do you put it on? There's a tusk. I found a tusk. Oh. There's one. Right, how do you get the tusk on, though? I think the tusk actually comes in 2 parts, potentially. Oh, I might actually have to go back to instructions just to work out how to build a tusk. So there must be a connector part. Ugh. The stereo studs is leaving. No worries. Thank you so much for popping on in. Right, where is the elephant built? You would think it's the one with the elephant on the front, but no. This is just the van. I don't care about the van. I want the elephant. Where's the book that tells you how to build the elephant? I actually need instructions for that. Because I can't work it out. Okay, so we have some bigger tires here as well. Oop. So we need some more interesting part usage for them. Got a few of those. So I feel like those would be more like tire springs. I could see that with those. They're big enough to maybe fit a minifig in. But then I don't know if I'll have any tire springs in my world. I don't know if my world will be fun enough for one. Or for 2. I think this is actually going to be perfectly sized for this. Maybe, I don't know about for 2, but I'm sure Leia will finish the next have a formula very soon, and then I'll have another book. So, right, there must be. I think this maybe connects with the Technic part. I just want my elephant. There we go. Ah, elephant. Oh, let's look at an elephant fact, shall we? Okay, fun fact about an elephant. They console each other in times of stress by hugging. How sweet is that? They can also recognize themselves in mirrors. They're so smart. They're so smart. And the last one I have is that they can listen with their feet. African elephants can detect rumbling in the ground with sensory cells in their feet. How cool is that? That's awesome. They're so clever. Oh, look at the little bottle. We'll give that to the vet. A little itty bitty bottle. So cute. What was this white piece? Don't know what that is. Okay, we've got some syringes in here as well, but we're not going to use them either. And we've got another kind of sort of tree build, and it looks like that's supposed to be a sort of river. But that doesn't look very good, so I don't know if I'll build that. Or it kind of makes a lookout. And I realised I've just put those parts in the tub. So I don't know if I'll build them. Oh, there's a cool cloth piece somewhere. I think that's in the next bag. Huh. I want to build it. So this is the part I'm contemplating building. So it's like a kind of man-made platform thing. Yeah, I kind of just want another one of these. I think this is really nice. So maybe we can just like use parts to make our own version. So let's open up the next bag. I think the next bag has better parts in it. Oh, screw it, let's just build it. Let's just build it. Oh, bananas and monkeys. Yay, animals. And in this bag here, we have the water piece and the dinghy as well. It's a cool base plating part. Wow. Okay, so we have two monkeys. Little monkeys. The little grey faces. So I'm not sure what species these are supposed to be. If they're supposed to be a specific species. Let's set them on the elephant so they're easier to see. Poor elephants getting ridden. There we go. That's all of our animals from one set. The vulture in the tree. Yay. Yes, I've been doing a little bit of that as well. And adapting some existing ones. That elephant needs a chiropractor. I bet that is a thing. And welcome on in, it's Kay today. Please like the stream if you don't already. That is true, actually, Trev. That's a really good shout. If people have the Jaws set, the Harbour Master set would go well with it from the Bricklink designer program. Yeah, that's a very good idea. Oh, you should. You should. He will love that set. It's one of my favourites of the year for sure. If not my favourite set of the year is the Snow White's Cottage. I absolutely loved it. They got it so spot on, the details. Oh. Good night, Stereo Studs. Of all the Disney attractions, what would you like to see as a new kit? Disney attractions. So I don't really buy or like have an interest in the sets that are rides or attractions from like theme parks. I'm trying to think. I think one of the big kind of roller coaster ones, I guess, would be cool. Or like they have like the Indiana Jones like runaway cart in Disneyland Paris. That would be fun to have that motorized, because that ride just goes wild and it goes really fast. Or there's the you know, the car, what's it called? The race car from Toy Story that does like a loop ride. That would be cool to build. What else is there? I mean, it would be kind of funny if they did It's a Small World, because there'd be a lot of detail in there, and that would just be so cheesy as a set. What other ones is there? I mean, I feel like the, what's it called? The drop ride, the haunted house one, would just be exactly like the haunted house set that already exists, so there wouldn't be any point in doing that. The haunted mansion, yeah. Oh no, it is called the haunted house actually. But yeah. That's the free panel question to Greg. He's probably lurking right now. But yeah, that's a good one. It is so cute. I wish there was a baby elephant. That would have been so good, because we've got baby lions, so yeah. Travis saying, I often use those Oxy Action Stain Remover tubs and my Lego pieces always smell fresh and clean. Yeah, I'm really bad for using like old food tubs, so they end up smelling like bolognese and curry, and I don't have the same brains as you, Trev, to think along those lines, but that is a good idea. Oh, and Chris is buying the set for Sophie. Everyone's buying Snowy's Cottage as a Christmas present. I love it. It would. If they like added a sound brick as well. Can you imagine? Oh, that'd be so funny. I got the Lego Goomba set from Super Mario. Me likey Goombas. Goomba. Yeah. Is anyone else buying Lego as a gift for Christmas this year? We're talking about Christmas already, it's crazy. Well, we're on that half of the year now, so maybe it's not that crazy. And I was talking about advent calendars, to be fair, so I'll take the blame for starting the conversation. Okay, so we've got another 2 minifigs. Here we go. So that's her. I just think I'll keep the minifigs together as they are, because what I generally do is part out the minifigs to put in my minifig collection, like parts to make up sig figs and stuff of people. So these are the figs here. Ooh. So again, they've got like similar bottoms but different tops, because we've got a more traditional sort of safari tan coloured outfit for this guy, and he's carrying a camera, so I think maybe he's a wildlife photographer. And then she's wearing a similar torso piece to the previous figs, so like the wildlife rescue top on the back. So yeah, I think that will be all of our figs now. Right, what is this little build? I'm just picking and choosing what I'm actually building. So we don't need to build the crate. So let's just bypass those parts. Got some bananas, apples. This is obviously a food crate. Get rid of the bones. Oh, and put the dinghy as well, which I've just put there. I'm not building that either. I don't know what else I would use this part for though, because it's a really cool part. I don't know, I'm seeing a face. Looks like a fox. I will have a think. I will have a think. I'm going to keep going on about Disney stuff, like everything has to be made into some sort of Disney MOC, but that does also apply to like Marvel, because we'll have Marvel stuff in the world. And maybe touch on Star Wars a little bit because there's going to be the cantina. So yeah, if anyone has any ideas, let me know. Just making sure I'm putting away all the parts that I don't need. The chicken drumstick. I'm gonna keep that out because that's funny. These parts can go away. I actually love this. This is so good. Just saw it like before it came on stream and I was like, oh, I'm gonna wash that and keep it. Okay, so now we're actually doing the kind of platform build. So, and we need another one of these cool tree pieces out of the bag. Don't need a couple, so I'll just take them out now. Oh, honestly, guys, I'm so excited for the changes I'm going to make to the room this weekend. Like, I'm hoping I have like sufficient time to do it because we're going to go to IKEA on Sunday to get the shelf. Because I'm actually going to have a shelf above here that I'm going to put my Disney brickheads on rather than them taking up space on that shelf there. Because I actually think that'll look really good because you can buy shelves that are kind of like shallow shelves that are like the perfect depth for brickheads, I would say. Because we actually use them for like next to our bed. So we already know like what the dimensions are sort of like. I think that'll actually just make them display really well. So, yeah. And then it means I can finally unbox the Animal Crossing sets that are like under my desk right now. Yeah. Because they've just been sitting under there, unfortunately, because I had nowhere to put them. But, and obviously, if I get all that up on the shelf as well, then it means I can move some other stuff. There's going to be a lot of kind of like putting things in boxes, but also to then take stuff out of other boxes. It'll all make sense in the vlog. Yeah, excited. So I feel like I haven't like made a lot of headway with the room in maybe like a while. Like obviously I got a lot of that done like the last like this week, and it is looking friggin' awesome. Like it's looking so good. Oh, just brings a smile to my face. A smile on my face. Look in your eyes. I can't remember the rest. I'm so bad for forgetting to take photos though and send them to Greg for stream. I need to do that. Yet. But like, look at this. Ooh. Ooh. But yeah, building this is just making me want to get the treehouse set even more. I get it so bad. Yeah, I really wish we did. There must be a baby elephant piece somewhere. I'll need to check the the LEGO website. There has to be. But yeah, building this is making me want to get the new like city jungle sets that came out this year even more, and the treehouse as well. Feeling the jungle vibes so much. Oh, I'll just put that in the box. Ah, this is a little bit flimsy, I'm not gonna lie. Cool. Less flimsy now. Some more of these kind of boring leafy pieces. Gary is buying loose Lego for Christmas. That would actually be such a good present for yourself. is just buying like a ton of loose Lego. Where are you buying your loose Lego from? Are you just buying it on the Lego website, or are you just going to treat yourself to like a massive pab haul? Like, what is the plan? And what specifically are you maybe going to buy? I find it really interesting to know those kind of like loose Lego collections are sort of made up of. Mine's is such a mishmash, it's unreal. But we will be right back. No worries. Yeah, I never know what to do with those boats either. I think you have to have like a very specific sort of Lego city or something to have these dinghies. Like, yeah. Because I actually have quite a few boats already. And it's just not the same sort of vibe I'm going for. I don't know. Something might come up. Again, we'll have to think of some cool part usage sort of stuff. Okay, and then we put the hook on the end. So this will obviously be for the crate that I didn't build, but let's just put it on anyway. So it's like a hook thing. I'm not really sure what the story is here. It's like maybe a safe platform for the people to stand on and lower the food down. Don't really know. That's kind of what I'm guessing. Nice fern, sort of, not fern piece, what are they called? The squiggly grass piece. And then we have a ladder. And now we're doing the water apparently. So let's just move, let's put the foot up here. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm actually gonna just take this part off that we built. Because it doesn't make any sense because it's all natural. So we don't want a man-made contraption on there. Oh, can't take it apart now. There we go. It's Kay today has very strong feelings about my love for Marvel, saying DC is better. We actually have a massive box of DC Batman stuff in the back behind me, but that is all Aaron's. He basically collects like all the Batman stuff, or most of it. Being that he is Batman, and that he does work with bats. He keeps saying, oh, for your stream you could always like rebuild my Batman stuff that like broke during the move, and I'm like, no. I hate fixing broken up sets. It's like the least fun thing ever, because it's like, where do you begin? Hells to the no. Okay, and then this joins onto here. It's a bit strange, but okay. So this is the, obviously I put the food here. I'm making this like a feeding platform, I suppose. So this is the little mini build that we've just done. I'll take the ladder off as well, because we don't want that. I'm basically just like building things that kind of make a natural environment sort of feeling to it. So I guess we could take the white away as well, but otherwise it's just kind of like a tree stump, if you like. So you can see I'm really not like planning this out massively. I'm just kind of playing about with parts and seeing what works and what I want to use the parts for and what doesn't work. And I've just dropped my apples. Or apple. Very good at dropping Lego on this one. Okay, so we can put this like tree back. There we go. Au natural. You know what would be cool is actually to try and build like a banana tree. That would be good. There we go. So this is now the mini build. There's not very much to it now. But that is more of what we want. And now we've got the last bag, which kind of makes the more exciting part, which might look a bit bizarre if I'm taking all the man-made stuff out, but I'm going to adapt it. We're going to make it look good, right? So this is the final, ooh, that way. The final part of it. So we've done the smaller section, and we're supposed to do the big section that has like the cloth piece at the top. But as I said, I'm taking out all the man-made stuff, so let's just go with it, guys. Let's do kind of a little bit of mocking here and see what we can come up with. If you have any ideas while you're watching, shout in the chat. Bear in mind as well, as I said, we have another one of these sets that we should always work with. But then I will feel the pressure of trying to semi-mock on stream. I don't know how I feel about that. This is the box, I'm guessing, that has the cloth piece in it. Nice. Nice piece. Just going to pop that back in there just now until we know if we're going to use it. I'm going to eat my chocolate bar because I'm hungry. Thanks for the reminder, Trev. Remember to like this stream and subscribe if you don't already do so, and follow. I like that. Waterfront property. I hope you get a good deal and get something good. If anyone has any ideas for Gary. Gary, where are you based again? Are you in the UK? We'd all like to help each other out here if anyone's got any ideas. No worries, Jared. Thank you so much for popping in. Okay. Next bit. Okay. This has been such a nice little build so far. Look, there's a lot of parts to this set, but it doesn't feel like a big set. Not in a bad way either. Like it's quite therapeutic and fun opening up the bags and getting all the little animals and stuff. Okay, so we're using the last of these pieces, I think. Oh no, just most of them. That is all the plastic bags gone. Oh gosh, I need to ask everyone in the chat what they felt about the whole, I feel like there's no other word for it other than controversy, because it caused so much like rage in the community about when LEGO put out that questionnaire about how people felt about getting rid of the manuals. People went crazy. I feel like people were like angry filling out the questionnaire with like the response that LEGO had. Like they took it down. Like people were just outraged at the idea of no paper manuals. It's just, I will say, in my opinion, it feels like LEGO can't really win because everyone's kind of the same people that are loving LEGO and buying it are also the ones that are saying, you know, you're producing a lot of plastic. Like, it's not good for the environment in terms of like the bags. But we still want to have paper manuals. It's a bit of a, I don't know. Personally, I think it's inevitable that they're gonna phase out the manuals. And if we think about like who LEGO's really for in terms of like who the main focus of it initially was, it was for kids. And kids these days, sadly, are being brought up in the digital age where using tablets and stuff is going to be kind of like normal for them. It's going to be second nature. So in terms of like who the predominant market is for, it's fine, I would say. Not to say we want to encourage like more screen time for kids, but would you rather your kids had that little bit more extra screen time just to read instructions to do a build, but we're living in a world that was getting closer to being more sustainable and environmentally friendly? I would probably say yes. But yeah, probably gonna trigger a couple people, but yeah, I just thought it was crazy, like how kind of angry people got about the questionnaire. I didn't even get a chance to fill it out, because I would have filled out and been like, yeah, like I only use the paper instructions. I don't think I think we've used digital instructions once, which was for the UCS Falcon. And I'm trying to remember why we did. Oh, it was because the manual was just so big and it just took up so much room. And it was easier for us to just have the tablet on the table rather than this massive manual. So yeah, maybe people like buying like massive sets, like the Barge, for example, might prefer to just have like a tablet with like the instructions on it. But, and like me and Aaron were talking about it, and we did say, oh, it might be nicer for families to have like the paper instructions, because then you can have the sets that have like multiple booklets and people can work on different sections as like an activity together. So there's definitely pros and cons, but like, I don't know, I think to a certain extent you have to think about the wider picture, and ultimately it's to be more environmentally friendly. So I feel like it's a no-brainer in that sense. But I know a lot of people were like raging and saying this is just you know, money saving masked as being environmentally friendly, but I'm like, yeah, they'll save money, but it's also environmentally friendly. So is it a bad thing? Like, do we really care that Lego are saving money in the process? Like, do they have to be spending money for us to feel better? I don't know. I just think it's all very strange. Like the response to all. So, but yeah, I just wondered what people thought about it. BK was saying I'm like the only person alive who would gladly give up paper instructions. The building app is just so good. So I honestly need to look at it, because I've not, as I said, we've not used it in so long. I know a lot of people that live stream use the digital instructions actually, because they have them next to them so that people that are watching their streams can see what steps they're at. So yeah, there is that as well. I also didn't get a chance to fill it out. Yeah, it feels like it was only up like for a short while. Maybe like if they'd left it up longer, it would have given a more balanced like answer base, because I feel like all the people that were raging about the idea jumped on it really quickly, made it like a priority of their day, probably dropped what they were doing, dropped their kids, dropped their work, just went, I need to fill out this questionnaire. But the rest of us didn't get a chance to fill it out and like maybe defend the idea. I don't know. It's interesting. My mum said that if Lego gets rid of paper instructions, she will not buy Lego anymore. Ooh, that's quite a statement. Is that true though? Like, will she really? I don't know. Will she really give up Lego just because she can't get paper instructions? I mean, they could always like do it that way, that if people feel really strongly about having paper instructions, that they could just print them themselves, and then they're bearing the brunt of the cost and like having to, you know, deal with making that paper or whatever. That would be so unpopular, and I can totally understand why. Not everyone has printers, like it is a cost incurred by people when Lego's already expensive, blah blah blah, but it's kind of like, well, if you feel so strongly about having paper instructions, then, you know, print them yourself. Oh, I don't know. It's a hard one, isn't it? You can't please everyone at the end of the day. But yeah, I feel like as the generations go, we'll get closer to the generation like below us, and they really will be more probably Greta Thunberging it and saying, just get rid of them, we don't care about them. But because so many of us are still of that demographic where we like are probably responsible for a lot of the economic income from Lego, like we have a massive influence on what they decide to do. Because if a lot of people do feel so strongly that they'll just boycott Lego, then obviously they're not going to do it. I filled it out before I saw Jay's post about it. I already said no to exclusive digital instructions because I work in print. I want to keep my job. Maybe it's time to think about a career change, Martin. You're living in a world that's trying to be more sustainable, and you work a very unsustainable sector, if that makes sense. But yeah, I need to read Jay's post. Actually, I didn't see it. I was actually like reading some of Lego's sustainability reports earlier, as you do. It was quite interesting actually, and I was reading about how they're moving to use more renewable what's the word? Like using more reused materials. I can't talk. I know what I mean. It's actually really interesting because they've done like an animation explaining it, because I read the paragraph about it and I was like, what? I don't really get that. But then they literally explained it using an animation and I was like, made total sense. And it is interesting. So I would recommend people watch it. But yeah. And I think they've also done that to make a point of like taking the heat a little bit off them if people kind of question the materials used in their plastic, because it's like, it basically reiterates quite a lot that they can't guarantee how much reused plastic or recycled plastic or materials are in their Lego, because it's basically at their plastic manufacturer's stage. So it's before it gets to their factory. The people that provide them with the plastic to make their Lego, that have the say about how much is put into the chemistry, I feel like. So they go into explaining about that, which I thought was really interesting as well. So I would recommend people look into it. If you just like go on the Lego website or just Google Lego sustainability, you'll find it. Because I guarantee it's not really something that a lot of us have really thought about, but given that it's an area that touches on my career and just my general interests, I found it really interesting. And it's not too jargony as well. Like there's, if not, in fact, there's no jargon at all. Like it's, anyone could understand what's being said. So yeah. Let's go. I think this was meant to go underneath here first. So was he talking about plastic? What's everybody saying? If you build MOCs, you do not need instructions. Exactly, yeah. If you build MOCs, you don't need instructions. That is true. I suppose the other thing about that though is that like people in the early stages of learning to MOC, like me, and maybe base some of their first MOCs off of existing builds, or like pull parts from builds. So I've seen loads of MOCs on Rebrickable that they're clearly not original designs, because you look at it and you see like that's the boutique hotel, but it's just slightly different and it's claiming to be like a post office or something like that. But they've maybe like used the instructions to get them started. And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that, because that is just forgot to put another down. That's how a lot of people kind of just work best in mocking. That's how a lot of people exclusively mock. They only use sort of existing building instructions and adapt them. So yeah. But again, you don't need paper instructions to do that. Oops, that just came right off. Yep. Getting a little bit of height to this build now. Oh, okay, Dino's here. Hey, Dino. Welcome on in. Love seeing your lovely name coming up in my chats. How was your build the other day there? I saw, I was lurking. What was it you were building again? Ah. I can't remember for the life of me now. You're gonna have to remind me. I use the digital instructions because it's nice to have on a big screen, but I do want the booklets. It's part of the package, plus they charge enough. Yeah, that's the thing that I think people will argue is like, you know, you're already paying a lot of money. They can at least throw in the paper instructions. So I do get that. I wonder, because I don't think, I mean, as a whole, obviously, they'll it'll cost them a bit to produce the paper instructions. But I don't think it costs them a lot per set to print them, if that makes sense. As in, like, it's not going to affect the price of a one set for them to take them out. Because I think that would obviously maybe sway a lot of people. Like, oh, if you know, say, we don't need the paper instructions anymore, we'll take like £10 off the price of the set. Yeah, but that might sway some people. But I don't think that's going to happen anytime soon. Right, do we want to put the tenty bit at the top? I think we should. I know I said no man-made bits, but I think that bit looks pretty good, so let's do it. I'm just wondering if I've built this right, because it's not actually like straight. But I think it looks fine how it is. We'll just leave it. Okay. I need to move this over. How has that happened? Huh. I'll just move over one, that's fine. Oh, Nightmare Before Christmas, that's what it was. I remember it was like a set that I was like really excited about. And that'll be why that is a set on my list. Did you enjoy it? What did you think of it? Here we go. And we have this bit, and we have this bit. And we have this bit. Oh, just about broke the build. Everybody remember to like the stream. Oh, the next modular is residential homes. What do we think about it? Oh, I saw that. Yeah, it's like did it not say it was like a townhouse style thing? And then the GWP is like a newsstand. Bit random, but okay. See, I'm kind of torn about it now because I just feel like that's a little bit of a cop-out. It's not really anything crazy new or exciting, I wouldn't say. I'm sure it's going to look really nice. Like if it's a townhouse, I'm sure it'll look nice. Residential homes makes it sound like apartments or something, which I don't think would look as nice. But I'm kind of like not sure how I stand with modulars now because it's not my main focus anymore. Like I bought the museum last year, but yeah. And it's December 1st, right? They've now like kind of went with the new release date for modulars. It's not going to be New Year anymore. It's going to be before Christmas. How do we feel about that? Trev saying, depends if you need a mortgage for it or not. Dad jokes keep on coming in. Yeah, it depends how it looks. I think they were trying to maybe give away like maybe what kind of vibe or how it would look based on the colours of the newsstand, which I think were like, was there not mention of like tan and like maybe lilac-y purple or something like this, or did I just make that up? Oh, Brett's build is here. Hi! Welcome on in, saying hi to the chat as well. If they go with San Francisco style houses, that will be cool. Well, so they'll be like slanted. Like they might be on a hill. That's what I think when I think San Francisco. Just think everything's on a hill. Everybody's saying hey. Oh, Jeremy's here as well! No worries about being late. You can never be late for the stream. You just pop on in when you can. So glad that you could come on in. Thank you so much. Remember to like the stream. getting better at remembering to remind people, right? Like, subscribe, and follow. The only reason that I keep saying it is because I've realised the ratio of like people viewing the streams and then liking them is so off kilter. And I'm like, is it because people don't like the stream? It's such an easy thing to forget to do. I keep knocking that tree, it's just waiting to fall. Yep. Okay, so put this at an angle now. And then we get the cloth piece out of its box. Yeah. Woo! Ah, this is looking so cool. Don't tear it. Don't tear it. Oh. To just do this 4 times. But the ball pieces keep moving. Yep. Part of me would be somewhat tempted to actually, like, with this cloth piece, kind of tear it up and kind of make it look kind of rough and stuff, as if it's like an abandoned shelter or something like that, to go with more on theme of what I'm doing with my like Lego world. That's kind of like, once I do that, there's no going back. So I don't know. What do you guys think? Just because it looks too sleek. It's looking so cute though. And that's like a little lookout. I didn't realise that's what I was building there. Like a little lookout. How good that? I think a hospital would have been better. Yeah, I think a lot of people thought it was going to be a hospital, actually. Oh my goodness, Dino! You just gave a £10 super chat. That is so nice of you. Thank you so much. You're saying there are lots of apartments in the modular, so let's do a full house with beautiful architecture. We need some homes between the commercial builds. Such happy streams all the time. Thanks for sharing. Thank you so much. Oh, I appreciate that so much. That means the world. Honestly, I can't express how grateful I am. So let's give you a super chat. Super chat. This one's for you.
I knew it.
Super chat. Thank you so much, Dino. I appreciate you so much. That is going to help massively with maintaining costs for the streams and everything. So I really appreciate it. Oh, I'm so grateful. Thank you. Okay, so I think we have kind of finished what I was going to do with this bit. So there's supposed to be like a ladder thing that goes here, which is what this part's for, but I'm just going to take that off because I haven't put the ladder on, but I realise now that that's what this green piece is for, to attach, but I'm not going to have the ladder. So we're going to take that off. So now we have this kind of, take away the mug as well, so I don't think monkeys use mugs, as far as I'm aware. Put the dinghy in there as well. So now we're left with this kind of section here, which really looks pretty good. It would almost make more sense how I've adapted this to have like the lookout, which is here on this side, because then it's as if someone's kind of like made a lookout so they can watch an animal come and eat the food, which I've kind of incidentally put here. So I might change that round, but that looks, I'm really happy with that. And that's actually a sloped blue piece here as well, which is really cool. Which does come off, so if I wanted to get another one of these blue pieces, I could extend the river and put that somewhere later, because otherwise that's obviously just a really small river. But yeah, and then I've got this piece as well, so you can obviously have them kind of next to each other or keep them apart. And then we've got these animals as well. So that is one of the city sets, and these were all the figures here as well. In terms of the figs, I don't know what I'm going to do with these, because they're kind of, their outfits are very niche. Like I can obviously use the bottoms, but the torso parts, they're for this set. There's not really kind of any using them for anything else, I wouldn't say. And then we have the little bike build as well. So I don't know what I'm going to do with them. Probably will end up just parting them out or something. Dunno. But let's just scoop them up and put them in the tub just now. I love having a tub I can just dump things in. So this is all of the leftover parts. So it's quite a lot. And that is purely the plane, beefing up the lifeboat and the Jeep as well in there. So that is what we're left with. So I wonder, should I open the other one? I think we should just go for it. We've still got 45 minutes left on stream, and we know what we're doing now. So let me just flat pack this, because we're past the point of keeping boxes now. So, yeah. Honestly, guys, I used to be the person that kept the boxes, but since we did like a massive box purge, oh my god, like it's the best feeling ever, not gonna lie. It really is. Because yeah, even if you were thinking about like selling a set in the future, Lego, like you guys know, Lego's that way where you could still easily sell your set without the box. I have kept most manuals because I still need to like do the chore of scanning them all onto the website since they started the whole QR code thing. So that is like literally that box there is full of manuals. That's all that's in there. So I don't know when I'm gonna do that. That is just that is a chore. That's not even a task. That's a chore. So yeah. Oh my goodness! I've got to like bash everyone. I'm gonna need another formula tub. I'm not gonna be able to fit the spares in here. I might have to go and get another tub. I think I've got an ice cream tub. I might have to go and get the ice cream tub to put the part in. Oh, okay. So I don't need to open that, so I can keep that sealed. And I've got those spare stickers as well. Which, the stickers, if anyone's interested, have the rescue stickers for the van. I'll just hold them at an angle so you can actually see them. And then the other one is like it looks like that's like a sat-nav for the van, and it shows like the rescue map. That's what's kind of showing on there. So I don't have any interest at this time of using them. So I'll just keep them frozen. That's glorious. So this is good because now I'm going to be able to extend that river as well because I have more of that river. Yay! I think my favorite part of this build has to be this vulture. I can't honestly talk about this vulture enough. It is such a good piece. Like it is better than the other animals, honestly. It's so cool. Like the detail on its face. I love it. I actually love it. And I'm gonna have two. I have a mummy and a daddy vulture. That's what Nova calls everything. Everything that there's two of is there's a mummy and a daddy. And it can even make no sense what she's talking about. So let's just move. I don't want to keep things still in view for you guys, but let's put. Right, the elephant's having a drink in the river. The lions are, well, the lion cubs are eating some KFC. And we'll, can the lion be standing in the water? Maybe it's not a... Okay, this one's drinking as well. Over here. Or on the other side of the river. Opposite the elephant. Because that would happen. Oh my god, stand! And the monkeys are riding the elephant as well. And Daddy Lion is watching the kids. Oh no, the kids fell! This is really difficult to try balance. The concentration on my face right now. There we go. Yay! Playing with Lego. Okay. So I'm going to open the tub again. I'm going to fill it up. fill it up. Right, which bag for just full of parts that we didn't use? I think, well, there's a pump in there, so we need that. Might refer back to the open instructions. So confuse myself. Just to make this part, I guess, quicker because we've already done it, basically. Let's put the rock piece here too. Use them in a safari-themed restaurant. That would be a cool shout, actually. Yeah, I like that idea. I'm trying to think what Disney sets I've got that I haven't opened yet. I feel like, is there a wildlife one? So I went and bought all of the, are they 6+ sets? I can't remember now. They're like the Mickey and Friends ones. So there's like an astronaut one, a farm one. I don't think I actually have the farm one. I don't think I was able to get that. Or is it the Fire Brigade one? There's one that I couldn't get a hold of. Or two. I feel like there is like a wildlifey one. That would be really cool. Oh, do you know what could work really well is I've got the Mickey Mouse in the plane. I could do that, like use like a safari Mickey. That would be so cute. We might have to do that. Okay, right. Which book is bags 1? I'm gonna guess it's the one at the bottom. Yes, it was the one with the bike. Okay, so we want to keep the little rock pieces and ditch the bike. Bobby is asking, what do I do with my Lego boxes? I just recycle them. As I said, I used to keep them, but I don't anymore. Just because in the early stages of my Lego collecting, I did contemplate, oh, I might buy and build Lego and then sell it later, but I just haven't. So I was like, if I don't do it at that point, then I'll probably never do it. So I just got rid. Oops, just losing some heads. So I'm just going to put the minifigs parts to the side because I can't be bothered building them again. Oh, got another line cup. Can join his friends. Woo-hoo. There we go. Put the bike parts in here as well. Propeller part, wheel part, wheel. Helmet part, wheel. Okay, ooh, it's all falling now. Okay, and we don't need these bits. Get rid of this part as well. I'm at the stage that I can't get rid of the boxes. Yeah, this is the other thing to say though, guys, is that if you're like starting to accumulate a lot of boxes, genuinely start thinking about getting rid of them if you really don't think you're gonna use them for why you kept a hold of them this long, because it was a pain for us to get rid of ours, and we had a lot. And bearing in mind, I was like at the point that we did get rid of ours, I'd only been collecting Lego for like the best part of a year, and I know a lot of you have been collecting a lot longer than me. And the only way that we were able to actually get rid of all of them in the end was because when we moved, we were also obviously doing a lot of other kind of renovating and stuff. So we had a skip. So a lot of them just got put in the skip, unfortunately. But I think the skip people that we always hire do sort things out, so there's a good chance they still got recycled. But we were putting as much as we could in the recycling, and it was just getting, like, our council is just crap, to be honest. Like, they're just, yeah, they're not good. I've lived in a lot of places, and this council is by far the worst. So yeah. It is what it is. Okay. More wheel pieces. Trev is saying he gets rid of all his boxes. Box purge. Martin is saying, I do still keep my boxes, but I will likely have to get past that as space is a premium in the flat. Yeah, especially if you're in a flat. That's when we really start to feel it, because we all were obviously in a flat before the house. I just like, you'll just feel so much better getting rid of them. I promise you. It'll be like a massive weight, and then you'll forget even like the fact that you don't have them anymore, like very quickly. Like we didn't feel any regret once we got rid of them. Or like what ifs or whatever. We were just like, feels good to get rid. And that was almost a year ago now. And I've never had a moment of, oh, we should have kept the box for this or that. So yeah. Definitely consider it. Because yeah, Martin, I've seen your setup in your room and stuff, and I know space is very, very tight for you. So yeah, totally up to you, but I would say do it. Do it, do it. So there's the other little mini rock part, which you can't see because I've not positioned this very well. I have to say, I don't think I've ever watched someone streaming with their Lego and actually kind of playing with it on stream. Here's me like committing to setting this up like a scene. Should we do a stream of just playing with the Lego? That would be fun. I'll give all the characters and animals voices. Hello! Hello! Okay, so we're definitely done with this manual now. And we need manual 2, which was... I feel like it was the vulture one. Yep. I think this is my favourite bag. Bag number 2. Bobby says, do you know what I do with my boxes? I keep my favourite and get rid of the rest. Yeah, that's the way to do it. Oh, I've got such a pile of plastic bags over there now. It's annoying, you can't recycle these plastic bags in our recycling. Like, we've had the labels, the bad labels put on our recycling bins many a time. And they tell you, like, it's basically saying you've put something in your bin that shouldn't be in there. And they wrote plastic wrappers, and it had to just be the Lego bags. That's not, there was nothing else they could have been referring to. And I'm like, really? Like, so yeah, all these plastic bags have to just go in the general waste, which sucks. But yeah, I thought there would have been more of a like obvious transition over to the paper bags with sets, but I'm still buying new sets and they've got the plastic bags, so I don't know what that's about. Yeah, strange. Bizarre. Sorry, we're talking a lot about sustainability and stuff in this stream. It's because I've been thinking about it a lot recently, because I'm like, yeah, it's just interesting to me. And it's kind of like what I want to start doing more of in my job when I go back. So I've just been looking at stuff and now I'm just kind of like, bleh, to you guys. That's a good thing to talk about, so. And we're doing African wildlife set, so it's kind of like conservation, sort of like, you know. It's important to talk about conservation. It's important to talk about conservation and sustainability, and we can talk about that when it comes to Lego. I didn't say that at all, so I could clip that in the stream. Everything is strategic. What's everyone else saying? I almost bought a Lego City mix truck today. I was so close. I mostly have Star Wars, DC, and Mario. This is this like hard thing when you like you're set in your ways, or like you've been quite strict with yourself, saying I'm just gonna buy certain themes and things. But then all Lego have to do is bring out like one really good set, and you're just like, I can definitely relate to that. It's Kay today. I can so relate. Has anyone else in the chat got an example of a set that's done that for them? Like they've been set in that they only buy certain themes or whatever, and then there's a set that they're like, That's so, like, it doesn't go with anything that I've ever bought. It wouldn't go with any displays or anything like that. But I still want it. And more importantly, do you end up buying it? Woo. The problems we face. We've got another Murph or Belch. We'll call it a Belch. Belch piece. So I think I was wondering if there's a way for me to mirror this with the existing vulture tree, because the way this has been built makes it seem like you could maybe mirror it, and that would work really well. Let me think. What way would it? It's almost like it would have to be built symmetrical, or like the opposite way. I don't know if I've got it in my mind to do it. Can she work it out? Probably not. Oh, just generally confused myself now. So, wait a minute. I think I've worked it out. That seems really obvious now, doesn't it? Okay, wait. Right. Because that marries up to that. Yes! Right. Can I work out how to mirror this now? Oh no, it broke! Oh, this was the piece that was a pain to actually try and build. Because there's so many pieces, like bits of contact you need to try and like fur up. Okay. That is what I might start doing, Bubby. Oh, keeping the favourite boxes and get rid of the rest, yeah. Gary's saying he has no space for Lego in the Lego. I have no space in the Lego for boxes. I'm guessing you mean Lego room or something. Yeah. I bought the Snow White jewellery box today, reduced from 58 to 26. That is a mega saving. That's what? That's more than half price. That's crazy. I've not checked in again to see if there's any Lego discounts. Actually, yeah. They're good to check in for the Animal Crossing discounts. That's what I'm keeping an eye out for. Yeah, the box that's styled like the box the huntsman puts the heart in, yeah. I actually do kind of want that set. I think it would go really well with my like villains display. Yeah, that's where I would put it. 100%. 100%. What have you put inside it? I usually recycle my boxes and instructions as soon as I start building. That's good. I'm still on the fence about getting rid of my Lego boxes. I just can't find the willpower to do it. Yeah. I don't know why. Why is it such a thing that we're like anxious to do? It's so strange, right? Oh, Binko is here on the purple side. Hi, Binko. Welcome on in. How's it going? We're now into box 2 of the stream. So yeah, you'll see me kind of extending out what we've already built. Please remember to follow as well. I much appreciate it if you do. BKM saying I stick with Star Wars, but then Lego put out a whole wave of city space kits. Oh, so you've been a sucker for the space stuff. Yeah, I don't want to go near the space stuff. It's just there's so much. Madlib is saying I will be doing that with the Ninjago Dragonstone Shrine. I think it's an awesome set, but I must not and will not get hooked on Ninjago. I don't think it sounds like you're trying to convince us of that. I think that sounds like you're trying to convince yourself. How long have you been doing this? Like building this set on the stream? 2.5 hours? If you mean Lego in general, since 2022? Yes. To think there. Right, Ninjago is super cool, but there are hundreds and hundreds of sets. Yeah, I love the Ninjago stuff. And the Monkey Kid stuff. You don't get Monkey Kid in the Scotland stores. I love the look of the Monkey Kid stuff. Yeah, I already have too many things I like to get, and it's KJ is saying I got the Space Walking Astronaut minifig as a gift, and then I had to get the 3-in-1 Space Shuttle. Lol. It's a slippery slope, I'm telling you. Okay, guys, we need some mad concentration now because I'm mirroring this part of the build, and I don't trust myself to. I can't even build it. Oh my god. it keeps coming off. I might have to put this on the floor and stand on it. Okay, right. I think that's it now. So now we do... I think we put that bit there, and then we put this bit somewhere. Wait, what? Mirror builds, it's so confusing. If I put it next to the other one, would that help? Not really. Does it go there? I think it goes there. Yes, that makes sense. Okay. Oh god. There is no hope. And then I think this bit goes here. And then... Why did I do this? I think this bit goes maybe here. No. Here. And then this bit goes... maybe here? No. Guys, why did you talk me into this? Wait. There. That makes sense. Okay. Again. It might be okay. This bit goes here. And this bit goes across that one, like there. Okay. So the issue that I'm going to have though is that the trees are going to collide. So I'm going to have to have it so the trees are really close to each other, but I'm going to maneuver things about at the top. And then I'm obviously not going to have another vulture nest at the top of this tree because there wouldn't be two trees with them right next to each other. That's just not realistic, guys. We need to be scientifically, you know, savvy with this. It's Lego, it has to be realistic. And then... okay, so this bit goes... oh, how am I going to mirror this though? I can't mirror this because it's one of these bits. So I would literally need to have the opposite bit. So I'm just going to have to do whatever. It's fine. It's fine. That actually looks good. It's cool. It's all good in the hood. And then, okay, right, this would be the opportunity for me to decide if I'm going to move where the tree is. Don't want to move it. So I could always have... is the platform going to be in the same place? Mock mind is working. I could always move that over a bit so that that joins that a bit more. Let's do that. We're going rogue now, guys. We're going to move the tree over a bit. In fact, I want to move this over even more. We're going to go for it, guys. We're going to do it. It might make it look rubbish, but we're just going to do it anyway. Because it might not. Or could we do it that way? No, that looks weird. Okay, we definitely want to be in line with this, I think. So... or just off is fine. I think that actually looks more like rugged and stuff. And we're going to move the tree over a bit and up a bit. This will make no sense to you guys what I'm saying, but the way that I've done it, because I basically want these bits of the rock pieces to marry up. So that's why I've done it opposite, so it kind of looks like a jigsaw. And then if we turn this around, so you can see what I've been jabbering about. This is where I've kind of made it not symmetrical, just to make it look a bit more rugged. So I've moved that grey plate forward one, but also so that I was able to move this tree base plate bit forward a bit so that it's not exactly equal to where the existing tree is, because then they won't fit. and also trees are less likely to be exactly in line with each other. So, and then I could always get like another grey plate there and just cover up that bit there to make it look like it flows more. But then the gap actually looks like, you get gaps like that in rock structures, so I might just leave it like that. But the main thing was to have that marrying up here, which looks pretty good. And I might grab a grey piece just to make that connect. And then I think that would look pretty good. So we've doubled that up now nicely. Ooh, cool. So now we need to build the tree. And there should be this part here. So this is the other plate. So I could actually use this to connect this. Like here. Yeah. So now I've actually connected it. So that's cool. Martin's saying, oh, just came up. You could have a route going into the hole between the rocks. I could. That could work. Yeah. If I can find in my parts like the brown like trunk pieces that are usually used as a, oh, what set are they in that I've seen recently? Like for building trees and stuff. You guys know what I mean. Don't think there's any in this set at all, funnily enough. But I know exactly what pieces you mean. That could look really good. Good idea, Madlib. And then we're going to have the other vulture. So the vulture is so good in that it's like got such wide wings that I don't actually think I can fit the other one on. So I might actually take this green piece off so that I can have this other vulture sitting on the branch. In fact, I could do that with both of them so that you can then see the eggs, because otherwise they're really close together. Like that. It looks like they're kissing. So I might actually just do that for this one as well. Take this off. And put it on this one. Here we go. A bit more spaced out now. Yay! It's K today is also suggesting, or have a snake coming out of the whole underground snake cave. Ooh! Could do that. I know I've got snakes in my parts. That could look cool. I could do both. I could indeed. I'm trying to think where my tree root parts would be if I had any spare. I need to have a rummage. I will have look-sees. Right, so let's finish doing a bit more of this. I am now totally lost on where these rock pieces would go, but I don't think they matter too much because we've changed it up, so let's just maybe, whoop, crap, just drop it. Let's maybe put one here. Because why not? And we're adding some leaf bits on now. This is looking a wee bit strangely symmetrical, but I might change it later. Just trying to burp really quietly in the microphone. Right, so there's supposed to be an exposed... Oh, that's hidden in there, that's why. That's fine, so I don't need to use that bit, so I can put it somewhere else. Let's just put it coming off the rock piece there. That looks good. Okay, now we're building up the second tree. I'm loving how this is going to look already. I can tell it's going to look good. If we can get the tree going up correctly. Because it might struggle. Would actually be good to, how many bits have we got actually? I'm actually thinking of using this second tree part and taking that off totally and making this one really tall tree and making this more of a stump. Because then we can have a vulture nest on a really tall tree. which would be more likely. So if I take this back off, pop this here, or roughly wherever it was. Oh, I need to take this off and do that. So now we've got a taller tree for the vulture's nest at the top. Like that. And then we're just going to have a smaller tree at the bottom, like a stump. I think that could look pretty good. We'll see. If it doesn't work, we can do it again, but let's just go with it. Trial and error. So basically just going to keep building it as if I haven't taken that other piece off. So it might look a bit strange, but it might not. I don't know. We're not going to need the other egg. And then we do... Oh, what way did these go? Like this. Okay. It's going to be a super short tree. Is that right, or is that supposed to go there? Something is going on, but I can't work out what it is yet. Okay, I think it's fine actually. It's definitely a more rugged tree, but I actually quite like it. There's gonna have to be a plate somewhere, surely. Yeah, we've got the brown one. It should fit on here. Should. I'm feeling some resistance. Ah, what's going on? I feel like that should work. There we go. Just needed to push. Oh, Christ, you guys have been chatting. Okay. Blah, 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 blah. BKM saying, for me, it was the space game, a space baby. This kid needs a new spaceship, I said, and a mech, and a command rover, and a habitat, and a space. Yeah, it's a snowball effect. Oh, that was a comment from a while ago. I'm sorry. Okay. Oh, you could put some rats in the tree. I definitely have rats. Could do. Do I have a favorite MOC or set? Oops. I think this year. Oh, the vulture came off. It will be the Snow White's Cottage is my favorite set this year. Favorite MOC. Oh, I don't know. I don't think I've got a favorite MOC, to be honest. What about yourself? I always find it interesting what people's favorite sets are. Because you always get people saying sets that you totally forget even existed. Okay. You're being very stubborn, Mr. Vulture. I knocked them off and now they're refusing to go back on. Might just have to take those leaves off. There we go. Add them to these ones here. There we go. BKM is heading home. Good night. No worries, BKM. Thank you so much for joining. And Trev is heading off as well. No worries. Thank you so much for popping in, Trev. I really appreciate it because I know that you're like super busy and probably very tired all the time. Okay, so this would end up being where the nest goes on, but we're not doing that, so should I still just use this for a little bit of texture? I think it's going to make it look too much like the top one, so we'll just leave that bit out. And we do have some of these pieces to use, so I still want to give it some leaves. Some leaves. Oh, where are you going? I'm just going to chuck these on like really random. We'll say it's adding texture, but I don't really know what it's adding. There. Oh no, that's not really on properly. Okay, we'll just use 3. This is the part I'm working on right now. Just trying to beef it up a little bit. So we're going to add some leaves. So I feel like we'll put the smaller leaves near the bottom. Oh no, I knocked over the lions! Put that more at an angle. This has been so much fun trying to work this out. Ah! Lion's fallen. And we'll put that one on slightly differently so they're not all the same. There we go. And I feel like I want to put these on this time because it just helps keep them on a bit better. It's really like quite challenging trying to build a tree because everything's like so fragile and just wants to fall off. I'm liking what Matt was. In the jungle, the bunny jungle, the lion sleeps tonight. Oh, I should have put the bottom ones on first. Whoopsies. Oh my goodness, it's 10 to 11 already. What has happened to the time? Oh, we're not going to get the rest of the kind of mocking done. Ah. What I could do, I could put some up here. Because then it makes it kind of look like there's some greenery growing at the top of this tree. Which looks pretty good. Oh, we could just chuck the last bits in there. Okay, so I've adapted it slightly. Just put it up. That looks alright, doesn't it? In terms of just winging that right there. So I've mirrored this bit and just added that light grey piece there just for the sake of it. I've made the tree taller for the vulture's nest at the top. And then just kind of made, whoa, cry. I was going to say something else and then started saying something else. So I just need to add like some extra bricks just to make that join a bit more sturdy. Because right now it was just literally one stud held on by a plate. But we have loads of spare bits, so I have loads of bits I can use to help join it. But I also want it to make sense. I don't want to just stuff a random bit on. This grey bit, that could maybe work. Let's put that here. So now we have 2 points of connection, and we should be able to get one at the bottom as well. Trying to find just the right colour part. Not find, I need grey or tan could work as well. But I basically need like a 2x4 plate is what I'm looking for. I can find white. I'll just chuck that there just now just to keep it together. Here we go. Okay, so I've since added one of these pieces here, which we get with the minifigs usually in the CMF. So I've added that just to add, like, I suppose it looks like another step of rock or something. And then this white piece down here, but I'll replace that with like a grey piece later. So that doesn't look too bad, considering we've just adapted that on stream. But yeah, saves having two of the exact same build, doesn't it? So that's that. And question, does your Lego world have a name? So I did come up with a name. A lot of people slated it, so I'm not sure if we're going to stick with that. It was like Calegonia, because it's got Lego in it, and Caledonia is another name for Scotland. And obviously I'm from Scotland. But I don't know. It's not been finalised yet. We've not made the flag. But if anyone has any suggestions, please let me know. Thank you very much. I'm very happy with it. Oh, David's Work Studios is here. Hi, David. How's things? Thank you for coming on in. I feel like I should have just mirrored this one as well, actually. Like this mini build. But it's kind of difficult with that horrible piece at the bottom, so let's just try and take that out. Put that there. Now, if I can just move these bits over. Oh, you know what I could do? I could join it that way. Move this over. Who knows what I'm doing anymore, guys? Totally just winging it now. Do that. Mirror that. Bish bash bosh. I mean, amidst the other stuff, that looks alright, I would say. It's not anything fantastic on its own. But, yeah. Or I don't know if I like the light grey pieces at the top. I might just, like, move them somewhere else. Like, have one there. Oops. And then one at a different angle like that or something. Just supposed to be like a small rock structure, not really anything like spectacular, just to go as an extension to this, I suppose. Yeah. So where is the elephant? So we can take out all the animal bits, I suppose. Get all these out. I don't know where the time has gone today. That's crazy. It's been a quick stream. It's been a productive stream though. I'm excited to add this to the world. As I said, I feel like this does make it look a little bit out of place because everything over there is like more natural. Like, that's not potentially medieval. I suppose you know what I could do? I could put like Robin Hood on there. That would look good, right? Like a Robin Hood lookout. Robin Hood in the jungle. Might happen. See, it's just talking about these like really absurd, weird ideas just makes me so excited. Like, beyond random. We're gonna have another elephant. The elephant doesn't have any tusks right now, but they will. And we're gonna be able to extend the river. Yay! Okay, so this was bag 3. Oh, I'm conscientious of the time, but ooh, let's just see how much more we can kind of do just now. I think most of this bag was the truck, so I will confirm. Some bits are so obviously the trucks, I'm just chucking them straight in the pot. Minifig parts are going over there. That looks horrible. I've just realised I put those lions right next to, like, you can't see because it's slightly off screen, but it was literally like the lions and then all of these parts of minifigs. It seems like there's been a horrible man-eating feast over there. That's a little bit minging. Okay, so I believe, if memory serves me right, this booklet goes into bag 6, strangely enough. I wonder if these windshield parts, like the blue ones, could kind of be used as like a waterfall sort of construct. You know, if you were to tier them, would that work? I feel like it could. I don't know if that's just me being like wishful thinking. Okay, so I think, yeah, this is all just the van. So we are done with this booklet now as well, and we're done with these pieces. Oh, the tub's getting full. Ooh. There is actually a lot of useful parts here that were like for the van that are the right colour palette as well to like add more detail to the terrain bits. So I might come back to it at some point and try and add a little bit more using these parts. But for now, we'll just chuck them in the bucket, as in like the tub. It is like full now. But we did use most of the parts for the next section, so it might be okay. This is the top now. My child's formula tub. Obviously empty. Oh no, we had another bag of parts I totally forgot about. Oh god, right, okay, the tub is not going to be big enough then. I thought that was literally the bag before the next tree section, but it's not. So many bags. Ugh. Balancing them now. Okay, so that was bag. Okay, so this has got the tusks in it, and the trunk was somewhere as well here. Okay, so yeah, all the rest of these parts are literally going in the spares. So satisfying. So I have to use them. Getting a lot of great parts in here though. Oh, show her. Oh, Bobby has to head off for a shower. No worries, Bobby. Thank you so much for joining and for engaging in the chat. Absolutely love it when you come in and ask all your questions. Keeps it very engaging. Hope to see you next week. Oh, this is so cool. I'm having to use a big plate to poke it down. Okay, I'm definitely going to have to find a bigger container for this after it's streamed because it is so full. It's a balancing act now. Okay, let's give this elephant a trunk. Yay! And some tusks. Now we have 2 elephants. Yay! Just move these guys over here now since we've got lots more animals. These lions are not behaving. There we go. You can see all the lion cubs up here. I'll just move them down. Yay! You can't see them. I just realised, where did the monkeys go? Where did I put the monkeys? Oh, the monkeys are on top of the elephant. Why is there only 2 monkeys? I feel like there should be more monkeys. Lol, eBay listing title. Baby formula container full of leggings. Too right. It's a great container. I've just filled it up too much. Because it clips closed. It's very niche though. Okay. More bananas. Bananas. So, I wonder if there's a. Ooh, I wonder. Maybe not. I wanted to use this part here to join the plates, but I need it for this, so that's not gonna work. Is there anything else I could put there instead? I could always do like an elephant crossing the river or something, I suppose. Or 2 of these bits. Duh. Let's go do this. And then just use the 2 bits that would otherwise be used for this bit. Ta-da! And then that would usually be the tan bit, but we're not going to have that, so I'll have to find some more blue tily bits. It shouldn't be too difficult. More minifig parts. More bananas. Banana. Oh gosh, this is getting so full. More KFC! It's actually really making me want Kentucky Fried Chicken. Kentucky Fried Chicken! I wonder if I could hang the bananas off these bits to make it like a banana tree. That would be cool. And then some apples off this one or something. That could be cool. Put the monkeys in the trees probably as well. I'll do all this like when I've moved it over where it's going to go, because otherwise I know like everything will just fall off, so there's no point doing it right now. Okay, the formula tub is now officially too full to put any more in. So I'm gonna have to start putting bits on the side. Put this bit here. And what we're going to do with these last bits. From here. To remind myself what each bit was used for now, because I can't remember. Oh, okay, so that was part of the camera, so we don't need that. We don't need these bits. I think basically any bits that aren't like an obvious brown colour we don't need. So even all the black bits we don't need. And those grey bits we don't need. Yellow, probably don't need yellow. I feel like there were some black bits that we did use for the building the tower, didn't we? We don't need this bit because it's for the boat. We don't need this bit. We don't need these bits. Or this bit. So I haven't worked out exactly what I'm actually going to do with this part of the build, because that's going to build this kind of tower. So unless I make this a taller tower, what do you guys think? Should I just make the tower taller like I did with the tree? Because there's no point in having 2 towers. I could just do that. That makes things pretty straightforward. Relatively speaking, anyway. Chris is saying, I'm off to Bedfordshire. Great stream. Night all. Good night. Thank you so much for joining. Really appreciate it. But yeah, so I'm thinking, so this is kind of where I'm at. So basically, we'd be building the next tree. So I've got all these tree pieces here. And you can see I've got more of the kind of like browny tan bits there. So yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do with this, to be honest. But I don't think I can really be bothered doing it right now. So yeah, I think that I'm just going to call it there, guys. But basically what I'm going to do now, so I've extended this into doubling it up, and I've made this tree taller, and then just made this a bit more of a stubby tree. So I think with the parts I've got left, it would just be making one of these. So I'm just going to make this taller, and then it'll be a really tall viewing platform. I think that could look really good. And then I might even try and do like a zip line down or something, rather than making this like a feeding platform. What do you guys think? Because I like the idea of putting the bananas in the trees to make it like a banana tree, and then I can put the apples in a tree as well and make an apple tree. I think that could look quite good. And then I'll put the monkeys in the trees and stuff as well. Yeah, I like that. But yeah, thank you guys so much for joining. I don't know where the time went this week. It went so fast, and I always appreciate everyone sticking around for most of the stream, if not all of the streams. So yeah, I'll be back again the next Thursday, same time, 8 p.m. British Summer Time. I don't know when the clocks change. Have they already changed? I don't even know. And yeah, I'll be posting more content on my socials, so make sure you're following me on Twitch and on Instagram, subscribing on YouTube, and like the stream as well. And yeah, I'm going to get a vlog out very soon with the updates that we're going to do in the Lego room over this weekend, because as I said, we're going to change up some of the shelves, move the Bonnie Brick sign, amongst many other things. So there's a lot to talk about and a lot to stay tuned for. So yeah, I'm just going to call it there. But thank you again so much. Oh, you like the zipline idea? Yay! Okay, got the go-ahead from XK today. So yeah, we're going to go with that, and I'll have that all updated for the vlog probably, because I'll probably work on it tomorrow night whilst I'm watching Greg's stream. So yeah, thanks again everyone so much for joining, and yeah, have a great weekend when it comes.